Okay, should be time to start. I'm hoping this works well. Let me just... I still need to get ready a little bit, kind of. I didn't test this completely beforehand because I have to test it like while streaming. And I guess I could try to do a private YouTube stream, but it's not really the same. Anyways, let me just... Shit. There's so much stuff. Let me just bring up one more thing. The chat. There we are. Hello, chat. My computer is fucking chugging away. Now, I get that my model is on screen. I don't want to spoil it just yet. However, have fun looking at this garden for now. Okay. Almost ready. Oh shit. Oh my god, my cat keeps bothering me. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Wait. Let's zoom in a little bit more so we can see my face. Okay, a bit too close. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't... It's calibrated badly. Fuck! My arms are way higher than they're supposed to be. You know what? I can calibrate it for a second. I didn't think this would happen though. Here. I'm supposed to like T-pose for 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. So, how is everyone? How is this? I hope... I don't know how long the starting screen was. I feel so handicapped. I feel so handicapped doing this. I can't see my computer. I can't reach my keyboard. I have to do everything in such like a roundabout way, but it's worth it. It is worth it for this. For my VR. I got a VR headset, and I got a 3D model, and I got tracking. How is it? How do you guys like it? I can dab. How's this dabbing? I can't see myself while doing it. There we go. I also can't hear anything. None of the sound is coming through the headset speakers, so I'm pretty much deaf. However, yeah, it's my 2-year anniversary. I've been streaming as a VTuber for 2 years now. 2 years. It's actually a little bit further than my... Wait, fuck. Shit. Is the stream frozen? Or... No, it's not frozen. Okay. You have to take off my headset and everything just to look at that. I honestly should have like gotten an assistant or something to help me with this. Anyway, fuck. I'm sorry for the bad language and everything. Let's see. Why is... Something's not working quite right anymore. I guess I'll have to keep that up. I don't know exactly how that's supposed to work yet. But yeah. Oh yeah, I also have my glasses on. They're on by default. I forgot to turn them off. Let's see, there we go. There we go. No glasses. No glasses. But yeah. No finger tracking either, sadly. I want to get... let me adjust a few more things. I want to get, like, hip trackers, like full body tracking, like hip tracker, feet tracking, things like that. But it was way too short notice and way too expensive for something that I had to get going, like, really quickly. So I didn't get to do that, but I might do it in the future. I feel like I might need... I don't know what it is. Because my computer is having a really hard time doing this at the beginning of this stream, but now it's doing decently. Oh yeah, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Everyone can hear me, right? Because I'm not monitoring my own stream. And I haven't tested this that much. I kind of test it, but I test it without streaming it. So can everyone hear me? Hey, Baba, how you doing? Hi. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, should I type this in? Okay, I'm good. I thought I accidentally turned the headset off for a second. Can everyone hear me? I need to know. If you're hearing me right now and you're not saying you can, like, come on. Come on. Yeah? Okay, great. That's great to hear. Okay, so shall we get started? Yeah, no finger tracking. I think there's kind of finger tracking in VR. I've been playing like VR chat a decent amount. Baba, it's great to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while. I miss your streams too. You're so busy. You're being a pilot nowadays. You guys can't see this, but I basically just got like a shit ton of windows in front of me in like a virtual VR space. And I have like 2 controllers to point and click on things. Okay. So, thanks, Baba. Yeah, he's awesome. Thank you for the gift sub. I wish okay, you know what? I should bring up, let's see. It's time for is it time for the real event? I thought I'd have more to talk about, but I feel like I'm just worried about things going smoothly. Let's see. So, I have a presentation for you guys. Let's see. Please be patient. I'm not used to this. There we are. The PowerPoint. Oh shit. Also, there's not really much walking in this program. Like, you can move to like simulate walking, but unless there's something I don't get, it's not really like, you can't really move while doing like walking simulating. But I think this wasn't really like a program made for moving around. Anyway, I guess I should make like that capture a bit bigger, right? Scale. Huh? Maybe kind of like this. That's maybe big enough, ain't it? Let's see. Still at work right now, but I had to drop by and at least say hello. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put this on YouTube after. Like, I've been really slacking on putting things on YouTube. I think I only have like a couple of VODs from the past 2 years, but I think I might start putting things on YouTube now, which is part of my presentation. I think I'm kind of spoiling some stuff because I should be like, I should be saying this as I get to the parts in the presentation that make it relevant. Okay, move me a bit more forward. There we go. This should be good. Totally Toki's year in review, year 2. There we go. So, I did this last year, kind of. Let's see. Yeah, I did this last year, kind of. But, it wasn't like, okay, let me just move some stuff around for a second. I don't know why I'm saying it wasn't. That's not what I should be saying. But yeah, I thought like every anniversary I should do like a year in review, kind of. There we go. Let's put this here. There we go. And move this over a little bit. Oh my god, there's so much shit. There's so much shit all over the place. Okay, so Totally Toki's year in review. Actually, I should move myself up a little bit again. I'm not really in front of it. There we go. That should be better. Whoops. Totally Toki's year in review, year 2. So, wait. Can I not go to the next slide? There we go. Here's all the art I made. Since this isn't, okay, so just to like, what is it? Just to be clear about this isn't all the year I've made, or all the art I've made this year, as in this calendar year. This is all the art that I've made like in the last 365 days. So this is like all the art. It's like, it's Toki time. Absolutely, it's Toki time. How you doing, Mazoku? And so, this is all the art that I've made in the past year, as in like the last 365 days. And it's quite a bit. I don't know. I could have made more. But honestly, actually, I was about to say something, but it's like, you know what? I might as well wait. Until because I feel like there are a lot of things that will be explained at their parts of the slideshow, and I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, it's great to see you all. Next, last year's goals. So last year when I did this year in review, I had a bunch of goals. I was like, I want to do this tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. I want to do this by next year, like within 365 days. So here, let's zoom in a little bit. Skebs. I wanted to get Skebs. I feel like for some reason a big part of the VTuber like experience is buying Skebs, but I didn't have much money. I remember a whole year ago at this time last year, I was like, I had just lost my job, which was a shitty job anyway, but it was still giving me money, and I was like a few $1,000s in the hole. Now I'm actually getting a lot of money. I'll probably go on about that a little later. So accomplished. I got one, and I got a non-Skeb commission. I guess if Skebs count as like commissions, then that works. But yeah. What is it? It was by, the first one was, fuck, I forget his name. He's like a Japanese artist with like a weird name. It's my profile picture on Twitch, and used to be for a while on Twitter. And then I also got a commission from Eds. And he is really awesome. He's a really good like VTuber fan artist, so I was really happy to get one from him. It's one of my favorite pictures to this day, and probably will be for a long time. He's just so good. I love his art so much. I should maybe get another commission from him. Go to Off-Kai Expo. This happened. I haven't talked about it much, and there's a reason why. Oh my god, my eye is itchy. I have to go under the goggles. Okay. Let's see. I should turn a little bit. Wait. Let me see this for a second. There's a rotation thing. X rotation, right? No, that's leaning. I think it's this. No, that's not it. It's this one probably. Oh shit, I didn't do it right. There we go. Oh, it's a bit slow to react. What the fuck? Okay, we'll try it again, this time a bit gentler. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to reset it. Never mind. I'm fine. I'm good. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, I haven't talked about Off-Kai Expo much, and there's a reason for that. And I don't even know if I'll tell you guys the reason for that, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see where this conversation takes us. Anyway, get a proper 3D model? Yeah, I did. You can see it right now. Let's see. Make more friends and make... I don't know why it says make. I guess make or join a VTuber group. Accomplished? Kind of. I made friends. I lost friends. I also, what is it? I also joined a VTuber group, and I didn't make any kind of announcement for this, but I guess this can be a bit of an announcement. I'm no longer in that VTuber group, and I'm not gonna say whether it was my decision or their decision. Honestly, it was kind of a bit of both. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say is that I'm no longer in that group. It lasted for about a month, but it's making me think a little. What the heck is going on with my arm? It's making me think a little like closer about it, because when I first became a VTuber, I thought like VTuber group seems so cool. I want to be in any VTuber group I can, you know? They're so awesome. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that I love about VTubing is like the community and stuff like that. But there are some things I didn't like about this one. And it's making me think twice. I feel like that applies to like almost everything. Because like, I remember when I first wanted a chair for my desk, my dad got me one, and it was all right, but it was made of pleather, and the pleather kept peeling. I was like, okay, I thought anything would do, but I guess not. And so then the next one wasn't made of pleather, but it was very bulky and hard to take apart. It was huge, and I felt like it was constantly in the way. I was like, okay, maybe not that either. And now I have like, actually, and I didn't want anything super hard either, like a wooden chair, because that would hurt my ass. So at this point, I have like way more criteria, and not anything will just do. Not trying to sound like I have a lot of like really high standards or anything. So I feel like with a lot of things, you think like anything will do at first, and then after a while, thinking about it, you're just like, well, actually, there's this and this and this, and it's not like you're expecting too much. Sometimes you just learn more about the thing and what you want from it. So yeah, I'll still probably apply to other VTuber groups if they catch my interest. But at the same time, I'm starting to think about like, do I really need one? You know, for whatever I want, you know? Like if there's something I want, will a VTuber group really help me? It's hard to say. But I'm starting to think, no. You have to really love these people, I feel like. Because they won't just bring you popularity or anything like that, unless they're like a corpo. Which, by the way, corpos are kind of strange, because I feel like there are a lot of them that are like really obscure, and it's like, I've never heard of this corpo. They're like small obscure corpos that are like a dime a dozen. But I feel like just being in a corpo gets you like at least 1,000, like a couple of thousand followers on Twitter or something. Though maybe I haven't seen the obscure corpos. I don't know. Let's see. Make more outfits and more live 2D models, like chibi one or one that's a little sillier or something like that. Not yet. One of the reasons for this, and I think I've talked about this on stream a few times, though since there's more people watching right now, I assume, and I'll be uploading this to YouTube. I guess it's a good time to say it. But I first debuted, and I made a live 2D model that was pretty crappy because it was like really basic and had a lot of mistakes. And then I got the full version of live 2D, and then I remade the model. I made it like I went over all of the parts in like high resolution, and I re-rigged the whole thing. And it's a lot better, obviously, but at the same time, I didn't know how to optimize it very well, so the back end is really messy. And this makes me, because a lot of outfits are just like, you can build it on top of your regular one, or you can just add to it, kind of. But this one, it's so messy that like, I don't know if I can do it. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, But yeah, that's why I haven't made more outfits. I guess I can make other live 2D, like a chibi or whatever, and it wouldn't be too hard. I can get around to that, but I think I might either re-rig my my current model, especially since I've gotten so good at it that I could probably do it fairly fast and fairly well, or I might just try to make it work with the rigging that I have right now. But I did make a new, or I didn't make it completely yet, but I did design a new outfit. It's the summer outfit. It's already the middle of July, so I'm hoping I can get the summer outfit done before the end of the summer. Let's see, soundboard, and better redeems. I think I could make some interesting redeems. I think a lot of people are really bad at this, so it's not me who's being out of the ordinary about this, I guess. But a lot of like channel point redeems on Twitch are just like toggles, or they're just like they're just like soundboard stuff basically. And it's like, man, that's not very interesting, you know? I want some actually interesting toggles, like Shindigs does and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess it's time to get creative. Hopefully I can get creative. Get real fan art. I haven't really, not yet. Now I have gotten art of my character from other people, especially stuff that isn't a commission. However, I count like fan art as stuff that I like haven't asked for, or stuff that like isn't from like a super close friend or something. Because if, I don't know, I guess you can be a friend to a fan, but I'm just like someone who isn't a friend, someone who is just like specifically a fan, you know? So like something that just kind of comes out of nowhere without me expecting or asking it for it. I don't think anyone's made something like that just yet. I don't even have that many art, or that much art of my character that isn't by myself, or that I didn't make myself, I mean. Do more unique streams. That's sort of like the redeems and soundboard thing. Again, stuff like Shindigs does, things like that. Let's see something for a second. Okay. Okay, you know what? Damn. Okay, and then, let's see. Get my own merch? Not yet, no. I was thinking, like, if I got a lot of money, how hard, well, like, could I, like, go to someone who's going to have an Artist Alley spot booth at, like, Off-Kai or some anime conventions or something and be like, can you make, like, let's see, if it's not too much trouble, can you lower the music a little? It is too much trouble, but I think it's worth it if you think the music is too loud. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. What the hell? There we go. But yeah, I will definitely lower the music if you ask. Even if it's too much trouble. Maybe just me though? Better safe than sorry. But anyway, what is it? Get my own merch? I've been wondering, like, if I went to an artist that's going to be in like an artist alley somewhere, or often goes to artist alleys, and I'm just like, if you make merchandise of me, I will like prepay for your whole stock. Like, if like whatever it costs to manufacture like 50 of them, I will pay for them up front, so you don't have to worry about making a profit off of them. And I was like, what, would that work? Would that work? I don't really know how to get merch. I know I'm not popular, but it's like, I would still like merch even if I'm not popular, even if it's very limited and stuff. So we'll have to see about that. Anyway, and become more well-known in the VTuber community for something good. This is kind of it was originally going to be just become more well known in the VTuber community, but then I put like something good at the end, because it's like I don't want to be in a bunch of controversies, and I don't want to like I don't want to like be infamous or whatever. So I want to do something good, you know. And no, I haven't done that just yet. But I have accomplished quite a few of these. Oops. I did get the Skebs. I did go to Off-Kai. I did get a 3D model. I did make more friends and join a VTuber group. And I did get started on a new outfit. And it's just basically the 4 or 5 at the end that I haven't done. So I can hear you much better. Awesome. Those will be for this year, maybe. Next. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I should move this up a bit. There we go. There we go. New goals for this year. Stream with a big VTuber I really look up to. I kind of almost did this. If you guys know Para the meat tuber, the bunny tuber, right? She's really awesome, and she knows I exist because she's like said my name before. I'm like sometimes chatting. I made fan art of her once too. But like the thing is I was talking to like a fan who has gotten to talk to her before, and he was just like, if you like message her on Discord, then she will reply. It just takes a while. But I messaged her and she never replied. But I was asking her, like, you want to do this for like my birthday? It was like I don't usually like talking to VTubers that have like out of nowhere that aren't my mutual and have like a huge following or whatever. However, I was like, this is my one cheat day. This is like the one day where I can be like, I'm good. Message one of them. So I did that, and she didn't say anything. She probably never noticed my message, whatever. And I want to be like bump or something. It's like, can you please answer me on this? After all, I asked for her to like basically stream with me or something. On my birthday, and my birthday is over now, so I guess it can be for something else. But the original reason to do this is gone. Make original music or music making streams. I've always been bad at making music, but there is like music theory and stuff. I could always like get better at it, or at least try. I could fuck around with FL Studio and stuff. And I think that could be really cool. I don't completely know though. It's just cool in theory, so we'll have to see. Restream more. This is just like sort of stream on Twitch, YouTube at the same time, maybe Twitter, Kick. I know like Pippa does all of them. Pippa restreams on like YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter all at once. I don't know how much it'll really help me. And I feel like it's daunting, like streaming on YouTube, because it's like I have to make a thumbnail and a title and everything. I have to figure out how it works and how to like stream into the proper upcoming stream and things like that. I also feel like I also remember hearing that if you stream on the same YouTube channel that you post videos on, then the algorithm doesn't like that. So like I don't know what I should do about that. Let's see. Put more work into my streams. I should maybe talk about this later during like free talk or something. Get more involved in the community. This is like the last slide where I said like, I want to know more, like I want to get more involved, or I want to be known for something or whatever, you know. But yeah, just like become friends with more people, know more people, and stuff like that. Revive my Discord server. I don't know. I feel like I made my Discord server a little over a year ago, March of last year, and I made it because a few of my viewers at the time were asking me to make a Discord server, and I was just like, why would I make a Discord server? I don't have that many people watching me who need to like talk to each other or whatever. I don't have that much to offer in terms of like a Discord server, and so I don't know. I made it because they were asking me to, but exactly what I thought would happen happened. It died fairly quickly, and I was like, it's there, and it's kind of sad, but at the same time, I'm just like, I knew this would happen. Like, it's not my fault. So I think it would be cool if I had an active Discord server, but at the same time, it's like, what would it offer, really, you know? Maybe I'm just being cylindrical here, you know? But yeah, I don't really know if I need to revive. And if anything, I could just delete my Discord server. I know it's a little sad, but it's like, It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. Let's see. Should I go to the next slide? Yeah, sure. I don't know if I have anything more to say here. I sort of put this on Twitter earlier, but yeah, this was my cosplay list. I can't really see it very well. I feel like I have to get a bit closer. But this cosplay actually costed a lot of money. Like, as it says at the bottom, it was like $635 total. And most of the price, I like the Discord because the notifications, but I admit I don't chat there much. I'm really surprised because there's someone else who said that they liked notifications too, especially since they said that Twitch didn't like give them proper notifications. But like, I don't know. It's basically just like stream notifications now. It's not really a real Discord channel. But and I feel a bit bad. I don't know. I just feel weird being wasteful, even if it's not like physical waste. I don't know. It's just like not optimal or whatever. Silly. But yeah, with this, you can see like all the parts in the illustration and then all the parts on me in a photo. And yeah, it says $635, but it was actually like more than that because that doesn't include shipping or GST. And some of the shipping for some things were actually quite expensive. And then like, there were also times where I bought something and it was like the wrong thing. So I was like, you know what, I don't have to return this, but it's like I wasted a bit of money buying this, you know? Like I got, with the nail polish, I got a few like wrong shades of nail polish before I found like one that I really liked and stuff like that. And I guess that doesn't count like other makeup stuff too. Like the makeup bag I bought, and like is it the nail polish, like bottom layer, top layer, stuff like that. Twitch notifications suck out the ass. Discord is helpful. Thank you. That's 3 people. Is it really that helpful? I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, yeah, there's not too much for me to read here. I feel like it's better if like people just had the full image and looked at it themselves. But yeah, this cosplay costs a shit ton. And I got a witch hat, but it didn't like go on very well. And it made like, I don't know, I guess I have the same problem with my model, where I'm like, it makes my model too tall, you know? it makes it taller than necessary. And then the same thing happened in real life when I had like a witch hat, and it's like, I'm too tall now. Like, I feel like I can't go through doorways very well and stuff. So I ended up not wearing it for most of my pictures. I didn't take it to Off-Kai, not even because I didn't want to wear it, but because it didn't even fit into my suitcase very well. And I didn't want to pay for another bag, like checked bag. So yeah, but the witch hat only cost $15. I keep accidentally hitting the analog stick. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, next. Types of streams I've done this year. Gaming, that's sort of the default. Hey, ENV, you're here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was originally going to do call-ins, but I don't know if I'm going to, like, because it was really hard. It was really hard to coordinate. And wait, it was really hard to coordinate. It was really hard to get like a lot of people in for a call-in. And there were some people who are just like, oh, I'll be free that day, but like later on, like 5 hours after your stream starts. And I'm like, And so I think in the end, I had like 4 people who could maybe call in, but as I researched it, I also found there was a very like corpo idea, and it works for like Hololive and stuff, but it might be a bit silly for an indie. Obviously, if I do it with confidence, it would be decent. It might work. But yeah, in the end, I feel like it needed a lot more coordination. What's funny is that this isn't actually my real like Streamiversary day. I moved it forward to a day that I thought more people would be free on. And then for some reason, people weren't free on that day. Even the person that I initially like moved it to that day for ended up not being free on that day after all, which is a bit disappointing. But if I remember correctly, my actual Streamiversary day is like July 7th. I thought it was July 14th. I thought I was moving it from the 14th to the 18th, but then I later went through my info and stuff and found that it was actually like earlier than I thought. But I would never have been able to make this for the 7th. That's way too early. I would only, like, I got back from Offkai like on June 22nd or something, so I'd only have like 2 weeks to pull something together, and I was working a lot at that time too. I might have been able to pull it together in 2 weeks, but at the same time I feel like I wouldn't be able to build much hype at all. Not that I don't know if I really built much hype for this, but I definitely wouldn't have been able to in 2 weeks. And then and like, yeah, I would only be able to make it if I like crunched probably. So this Streamiversary is a bit late, but whatever. Anyway, art, 2D illustration, that's also kind of my default. I've been doing a lot more art streams than gaming, to the point where I do almost only art streams. And I said this on stream recently actually, but it's because I haven't had a lot of viewership yet. I've kind of like fallen off, probably because of like lack of consistency or lack of like streaming or whatever. I've only been streaming like once or twice a week, like for months now, and it's like the algorithm doesn't really like that. But if I'm not gonna have like a lot of viewers, I'd rather do art than gaming, because like I'm not a huge gamer. I'm not a huge fan of gaming, honestly. And so, like, I feel like gaming is fun when you're doing it with someone else. If I'm, like, playing a game off stream by, like, a friend or something right next to me and we can, like, talk while gaming or whatever, then that's really nice. If I can play with someone else, that's really nice, or something like that. But if I'm playing a video game by myself, it's not so fun. It's not so fun to me. I'd rather just draw. I feel like I'm a lot more content, like, doing art by myself than, like, gaming by myself. So it's like, if I don't know if I'm gonna have many viewers, I'd rather just do art. And with art, I feel like I could turn into a just chatting a lot easier. And then I get something out of it at the end too. I have like a new picture. If I drew someone else, then I could be like, look at what I drew you and stuff. Whereas now that I've said that, if you look back at gaming, it's like, what did gaming really amount to? I don't get a picture at the end. I can't really easily turn into a just chatting or something. So yeah, art, I've been mostly doing art, way more than gaming. Let's see, just chatting. This is another thing where it's like I might as well just do just chatting with art or with something else, unless I have like a big audience, and I'd give them my full attention. Or at least a few active chatters that are constantly giving me things to talk about. It's easy to do just chatting by yourself, I guess, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood. And that's okay. You know what? That's okay. Wait. Oh, is my like... Let me see something. Huh? What? My crouching isn't working. My crouching is going towards the head. I wonder why it's doing that. I thought I fixed that. This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. What could be doing that? I don't know. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? I'll try to fix that for next time. Haha. Sucks. Sucks, but what can you do? Anyway, let's see. Wait a second. Let me just try one more thing. No. No, I'm not gonna try too much shit right now. Maybe I can do this. Does this help? No, it does not. I'm gonna turn it back. Okay, enough distraction. Multiplayer game collab with more than 2 players. Just chatting VR chat streams are about to be fire. Could be. I could do just chatting here though. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I have done VR chat a bit recently and it is pretty fun. We'll see. We'll see. Because actually, you know what? I can do a VR chat stream tomorrow because there's like an Offkai like an off-Kai hosted like VR chat meetup tomorrow. So I could do that. Not safe work art on my other account that is completely not affiliated with this account at all. But you know what? I'm putting it there because it makes me feel like I did something else. Also, why do these have bullet points and then dashes after? What the hell was I thinking? I should have caught that. Live 2D rigging, I did quite a few of those streams. Those are basically art streams, but still, they're a different kind of art. Karaoke, I did karaoke a few times. It takes quite a bit to set up, and it's not really something that you can save a VOD of after very easily, so I don't really like doing them. I also feel really embarrassed. It's hard to get confident with karaoke, I feel like, unless you have a lot of people gassing you up. Thankfully, no one insulted me during karaoke or anything, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just sing along to music off stream. Making a custom cursor, you can see it right here. You can see it. I don't think anyone downloaded the custom cursor though, so that's a bit disappointing, but I like it. I like it, and that's what counts. And my Streamiversary stream, that's this one. That's this one. I'm doing my Streamiversary right now. Okay, next slide. Significant stream moments. Number 1, my ISP failing me. And ENV, you were here for this, weren't you? On August 11th of last year, almost a whole year ago, I had an art stream planned, but when I tried to stream, my connection would drop out after 10 to 30 minutes. I tried several times and probably annoyed a lot of people with the stream notifications. I lost a few followers, I think, too. So that's, I don't know if that's because of the constant stream notifications of me trying to like connect to stream again over and over or what, but I assume it was. And then eventually I just took the hint and gave up for the day. And I also found a tool that lets you test your connection to Twitch servers without having to start a stream. So I kind of used that a whole bunch and made sure it was fine before I streamed again, which I think I streamed again after a few days. I have no image for this one. But next, this GGST May gameplay analysis with Nozushi. Who remembers this? I love this. I love the stream so much. If you look at like the chat here, the chat is super populated, which is awesome. And I'm really glad I did this stream because I stopped playing the game soon after. So I was like, it was kind of like an exit for me. I think it was only a few months after this, like only about 1 or 2 months after this, that Dizzy came out, and I switched to Dizzy, and I didn't like Dizzy, so I just kind of stopped playing altogether. But this was kind of like an exit for me. This was kind of just like, maybe this might seem a bit silly because I wasn't like a master at the game or anything, but like, it was sort of like me going like, okay, I'm done. I'm done playing. I'll give away all my secrets and talk about how I played the game, and I'll try to pass it off to someone else. I don't know if Nozushi is here right now. I hope he doesn't think I'm like offending him when I say this or something, but from what I heard, he didn't get much better after this. So my training him and my pointing stuff out and stuff like that didn't really help, I guess. But whatever, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the stream. A lot of people watched it, and I feel like it was a really good exit from Guilty Gear Strive. Next, how about the Orange Oracle? Who remembers this? No one? No one was actually here for this. I was thinking of turning this into like a YouTube video, not the whole VOD, because I was back then, and still kind of now, though I'll probably just upload all my VODs now. But at this time, I was really selective about which VODs I uploaded, and this was like the Orange Oracle for like the first like hour, and after that it was like 7 hours of me drawing, and I was like, nah. But I thought about editing it into a YouTube video, and then I was like, too much work. I don't know enough editing stuff to really make it that interesting. Stuff like that, sadly. But yeah, if you look right here, in my city, especially near me, oh my god, it's so hard to just like zoom in a little bit. In my city, there's often like these little there's oftentimes these little like sort of flyers, and they're like put up posters sort of on like poster sort of areas and stuff like that, and they're usually like upcoming events and whatnot. But this one was just a strange one where, yeah, which activities? Yeah, he would this mysterious person, if you peeled an orange and sent him through email a picture of your orange peel, would tell your fortune. And so I took a while exploring the site on stream, and then I peeled an orange on hand cam, and I took a picture and sent it to him. And I actually didn't get an answer for a while. I think it was like a week. I guess that's not a while, but it felt like it, because he was supposed to like reply within a day or two or something. But apparently after I like emailed again, reminded him, apparently he said it went to his like spam folder or something. So yeah. But he did give me a reading after that, which I did read in another stream just sort of offhand. So people who are here for this probably missed it. But if you did miss it, here it is, right here. This is just a screenshot of the email. And it says, as for what reveals about yourself, you are someone who is thinking about the universe quite a lot these days. Are you questioning a religion and seeking another? Are you imitating questions or conversations that ask why we are alive here and now? It has not been a very stressful adventure for you. Nothing has to change in this regard. Keep your curiosities alive, and it will grant you with idiosyncratic satisfaction. Your present seems peaceful and maybe quiet. Maybe this is why your focus has been on the universe. Your past does not feel too lengthy, though I can't shake the feeling that its very connotation has burdened you just thus far. Words from peers have stuck around, even if you haven't spoken them in years. I would advise you to make new friends in the next coming months with an open mind. A fresh definition of friendship may help with a fresh definition of yourself. Look for friends in new places. Look for people you have never even considered an option. Oops. Many opportunities for this will present themselves for you from now until the end of the year. Hope you recognize some more of these calls, and from those calls I hope you respond to the ones you resonate with. Thank you for your email and taking the time to browse my site. So there we go. That was the Orange Oracle's response. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Clapping with my freaking controllers. But yeah, that was pretty neat. It was a pretty neat idea for a stream. What's really interesting though is that a couple of days later I found the Orange Oracle poster had been removed, and I've never seen it since. I don't even know if the website's still up. Maybe I should check later. But it made sense because, oh shit. Oops. Made sense because, like, as you can see, the bottom of here is all ripped. So there are probably little strips of paper you could take, and they were gone at that point. I'm glad I caught it when I did, because I probably could have easily just never seen it and never come across it. Shit. I feel like I kind of fucked up the position of this camera. Oops. Okay, that's probably good enough, isn't it? Maybe. Yeah, that's, there we go. I think this is good enough. I think this is where it kind of was before. Anyway. And cooking flavored rice on stream. I know I used to I got a rice cooker for Christmas, and I was like posting a lot of flavored rice, and now not so much anymore. One, I don't eat rice that much. I was kind of making a lot of rice back then for the novelty of flavored rice and for the novelty of the rice cooker. But also, they weren't getting that much attention anyway. But also, I wasn't seeing like no. I saw Uo's lab, which is a guy, he's like an engineer, he does interesting stuff on stream. And he did a stream where he did like a bunch of flavored rices with rice cookers. And after that, I was like, what's the point? He just did it. I know that like you can do something that someone else did, but he did it better than me and got a lot more eyes than I did. So it's like, whatever. That was kind of just like the nail in the coffin for that idea. I don't really care about it that much anymore. But I cooked this banana milk flavored rice on stream, and that was pretty fun. And then I made a YouTube video out of it. I also talked about the flavored rices during that stream too. That was when it was a very new thing for me. I will talk about this in a second, however, yeah, blurst rice, exactly. Ad break is coming up. And I don't want to snooze it, because if I snooze it, it'll just come up later. I might as well get it out of the way now. So 3-minute ad break in a few seconds. And yeah. Here, 1 second. It's really, I'm sorry, this kind of stuff is hard for me because I have the headset on and everything. But yeah, I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Still 2 minutes. All right, we're back. We're back, right? I have no indication that we're back, really, because I can't see OBS and stuff. I assume we're back. I'm not monitoring my stream. Ugh. But anyway, next is... Oh yeah, the puzzle stream. The Jiggy.fun stream with Moyo. By the way, I've had two. Collabs with Moyo. This was one of them. And then the other one was a repo collab that Moyo hosted, but also had like 5 other people or something. 5, 4, something like that. It felt like, I think repo like supports up to 6 players, but it definitely felt like more than 6. Something like that. But yeah, this, I remember like spending like several streams, like 2 or 3 streams working on this picture, because I really wanted it to have like, I wanted it to look really good, because it was going to be a puzzle. And not only did I just want it to look good because it was going to be part of a collab, but also, we back? Hell yeah. I think the stream might have a bigger delay than usual because of my like computer chugging or whatever, but I'm sure it's fine. I just won't get immediate responses or whatever. But yeah, I also wanted to make it look really, really good, because if you make it, I assume that if you made it look sketchy or whatever, it would be a lot more unclear. And if we're going to have to put it together as a puzzle, I'm just like, I want this to look clear. And it was good up until we had only the background left. And I was like, okay, I thought the textured background would be decent, but it was not good enough. My nose is a little itchy. It was not good enough. We ended up going on for a really long time. And like, I feel like half of it, like the stream was 6 hours long. And I feel like half of the stream was just like the background, the puzzle background. And so, yeah, like a bit silly. But we finished it. I felt like I inconvenienced him, but I didn't. I think he was fine with it in the end. I didn't get like a talking to about it or anything, and he didn't seem mad at me after or whatever. But I tried to like I tried to test out, like I did a different puzzle with a different friend on Jiggy.fun to test out about how long it would take, and I guess still it wasn't very clear. Maybe I should have done a few more puzzles to test it. But yeah, this is a very sort of like I love collabs. I'm not gonna list every collab, but I at least loved this one. This one was very dear to my heart. I had a very fun time. And I had a fun time making the picture and everything too. Anyway, next. People I collabed with this year. This includes me being on their stream, or them being on my stream, or both. With big group collabs, I'm surprised you all had the patience. Well, I really liked Moyo, so I didn't particularly hate it, but also, I don't know, I just felt like this is what I have to do. It wasn't like torture, I feel like. It could have been worse. But anyway, this includes them being on my stream, or me being on their stream, or both. And with big group collabs, I feel inclined to only count the host, or else there would be way too many people to mention, despite the small role that they had. So, the first one, I think this is in the order that I collabed with them. Well, actually, no it isn't. I could have probably ordered it that way though. Moyo. This is the person I did. Made friends with him at the beginning of the year. Became one of the most significant VTuber friends I made. It boosted my confidence and paved the way for making more VTuber friends. We did the Jigsaw puzzle together, Marvel Rivals, and Repo. Let's see. But yeah, I guess I kind of talked about this one during the puzzle slide. But yeah, we also did Repo, and we're still friends. We're still friends, despite what it might look like. He's just really busy, but we still talk to each other like off stream sometimes, stuff like that. And maybe, like, I also put on the advertisement like promo picture for this, that he might make an appearance. And I was hoping he would, like we planned to, but then he ended up having work on this day. And I think at the time I thought he might like drop by or call in or something. The work, like his work schedule wasn't made yet. So it's a bit disappointing. Also, when I got that news, he said like, I could make you like a pre-recorded video to show on stream. And I said like, that sounds cool. Do that, but it's a shame you can't call in. And then I didn't get the video either. He never responded to that, so I guess just too busy. I would have loved to open the stream with the video, but I gotta make do with what I have, I guess. I'm glad I at least was able to cobble up this, because honestly, I've been working a lot and haven't had a lot of energy. And even now, before this, I hadn't streamed in like a week or so. So like, I'm glad I was able to at least make like all this stuff happen and at least like put together a PowerPoint presentation and everything, as basic as it is. I could have just done nothing. I could have just maybe like done an art stream for my anniversary, which would be a little sad. I'm glad I at least was able to put a bit of effort into it. But yeah, could have been more if things had really aligned. Anyway, Cuneo, former group mate. We played Overwatch 2 and Gartic Phone together. The Gartic Phone was during the group's debut, and it was with the rest of the group members too. And I don't know. I lost my train of thought for a second. It was my first time playing Gartic Phone. And it was alright, I guess. It just feels like a Jackbox game, really. I feel like it's one of those games that's good, good or not depending on like who you're playing it with, but I feel like it would get old fairly quickly. And it kind of depends on how the people you're playing with can draw. If they can draw well, or if they can't draw well, or if they can't draw well but it's funny or something. But the thing that kind of bothers me about Gartic Phone, I guess, while I was thinking about it after I'd played it, was it's like, this game is begging for things to go wrong. Like, if you're good at drawing and you're playing with other people who are good at drawing and also really good at describing drawings, then nothing's going to happen and the game won't be funny. The game is sort of just like expected, like the goal of the game is to draw well and to describe drawings well. But if you do that, then it's not funny and it's not a particularly interesting group activity. So the real objective of the game is to lose and do badly, which is really weird, especially since like some Jackbox games are like that, but a lot of them are funny even if you win. Like they try to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, to be honest, I barely even got to know her. Yeah, but I don't really talk to her much anymore because, as I said, I left the group. Whoop, wrong way. Mazoku is in chat. I don't know if he's still here, or he was in chat at least. Friend from an older community I was, or am in. I rigged their Live 2D model. I don't know if they've shown it off yet or anything. I know that they're waiting for the right time or something. I was on their stream one night a few months ago. I downloaded the VOD in time and it is now lost forever. But this may be for the better because I said quite a few inappropriate things on that stream. You know? Anyway, I don't know if I have that much more to say about Mazoku. He's cool. It's Toki time. He says it's Toki time last stream. And he catches it. But yeah, the stream was pretty fun. I wish I still had it, but some things are just meant to be temporary, I suppose. Next. Denpa Sekai. She was my best VTuber friend from like mid-April to mid-June. And we got along together like really well, actually. And we played JRPG Maker games and Mojika together. We played RPG Maker games. We played those on her channel, and on my channel we played Mojica, which was a visual novel. We went to Offkai together, and something happened there, and now we are no longer friends. Well, I don't know. I allow a nervous laugh, but it's not funny. If anyone here, I haven't talked about it at all. I try not to talk about it, but if anyone here is wondering what happened with me and her and why we suddenly just don't mention each other or anything, or at least, I don't know, I blocked her, so I don't know if she's talking about me, but I assume she isn't. But if anyone is wondering, yeah, I don't know, maybe the real story will come out someday. It did actually leak. I wish I didn't have to end it early. Yeah, true. We could always stream again another time. But anyway, what is it? Maybe the story will come out sometime. It still kind of hurts. The story did actually leak at some point, which I wasn't aware of at first. But basically, I sort of recorded me talking about what happened to someone else, sort of just like saying the whole story with my own words, and then I recorded that with their consent, and then I was just gonna keep that recording to myself for like for personal reference, but then I ended up having to show someone, so I uploaded it to YouTube unlisted, and I didn't think other people would see it, but I guess somehow the link ended up being passed around. So I don't know. I guess some people know what happened, but I don't know who saw it. I don't know what it really resulted in, if anything. But maybe someday I'll publicly talk about what happened here. But yeah, me and Denpa are no longer friends. I'm kind of sad about it, but at the same time, she was hurtful to me. We were hurtful to each other, whether it was whether it was like on purpose or by accident or a little bit of both. And yeah, I doubt we'll ever talk to each other again, but whatever. We'll probably not finish Mojica. That's kind of disappointing, but anyway, nothing else to say here really. Next slide. Oh, Nozushi, friend from the Guilty Gear Strive community. I did a stream with him where I explained my entire maze strategy and game plan, and he is very friendly and nice. We've also talked to each other a little bit off stream, just in Discord, but yeah, it was mostly just that one stream. I talked about it mostly on another slide a bit ago. It was pretty fun. It was pretty nice. Anyway, I don't have much more to say here. He is friendly and nice. He likes to stir stuff up on Twitter, but I don't think he really means it. Skyfer, another friend from the Guilty Gear Strive community. He stepped in when I was going to collab with someone and they dropped out, so he was very nice about that. We didn't end up playing the same game that me and the person who dropped out were going to, but we ended up playing Tabletop Simulator. We ended up playing a few different board games, but most importantly, we played Guilty Gear Strive, the board game. The whole thing was so terminally high school coded? What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? Anyway, I also rigged his model, which he plans to start using soon. He told me that. I don't know when he will. But yeah. Nozushi, master rage baiting? Yeah. He tells me he just does it to get a rise out of people. Says those crazy things, but it's like at the same time, I don't know. You can never know if someone's doing it on purpose or not. But it's not like he's like doing any harm anyway. Yeah. Anyway, Vivi-chan the dragon. Oh my god, I'm so thirsty, and my throat is not doing well. I had some water during the ad break, but I guess it wasn't enough, because I keep getting like, my throat keeps like, I keep having to clear my throat and stuff. Anyway, I watched her stream several times before Offkai. I met her at Offkai, But she thought that like I had only started watching her around that time, but I was like, no, I've been watching you for like years. Anyway, met her in person at Off Kai Expo. She was really cool. I was at one of her panels, and I was on her first 3 streams after Off Kai, because after Off Kai, her first 3 streams after that, after she got home, were just like she would watch like footage from Off Kai and look at like pictures and stuff, and she would like talk about her trip, and other people could talk about their trip too. And everyone, it was basically just like an open Off Kai discussion that she had in a voice channel that at first only like friends of hers could join. And because I met her at Off Kai during the only friends can join like bit, I was allowed in. But later she just let like anyone in. But it was very fun. Hey, you need more water? Yeah, I do. I can't drink water with this headset on. It would splash all over it. Also, this headset's kind of running out of battery. It's at 47% now. It should be like plugged in right now, and it should get more battery life if it's plugged in. But I feel like this headset, like this charging cable doesn't really like charge it properly while using it. I would like, after this presentation, I was thinking of like playing VR games, but with the way the battery is draining right now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm a bit disappointed. Anyway, she's very cool and awesome, and I'm very lucky to have her. She also did me a favor by like retweeting this like my advertisement for my anniversary stream, but I don't think it really did anything. But that's not her intent, so I'm obviously not gonna get mad at her for that. But she's awesome. She's awesome, and she's so awesome. Honestly, I want to do more stuff with her, but I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if I can really. I feel like I'm not comfortable talking to her yet. Vivi-chan looks official. She has a good model. She gets like she's fairly popular. She gets like an average of like 45 people per stream, like 45 viewers. So she's kind of up there. I always feel like people are divided in like, it's sort of like a class-based streamer society where they're divided on like follower count or CCV count or whatever. But whenever I meet like a bigger VTuber, I feel like they're very nice to me. So I don't know. I'm sure there are some that sort of like are just like, no, I'm not gonna hang out with you if you don't have like that many followers or CCV or whatever, but all the ones that I've met are like really nice and don't treat you differently based on your numbers, which is awesome. Anyway, that's all I have to say about her for now. I think she was supposed to stream, because she streams like Thursdays, I think Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And so I think she was going to stream yesterday, but I think she was too busy. I think her work is getting a bit rocky or something, but she might stream tomorrow or the next day. On weekends, she streams in the mornings. It's called Brekkie with Vivi. Next, you, chat. That's right, you. This way. No real finger tracking, or at least there might have been before, but I haven't figured out this program completely, and there's a few things I have to iron out. So I'd love to be pointing at you, but just pretend I am now. You, chat, because chat is always part of stream. Anyway, I've made jokes about that before. I'm just like, you want to stream with someone? Like, just be in their chat, because chat is part of stream. You're basically collabing with them. But really, if their chat isn't like super like populated or something like that, oftentimes you can sort of influence the stream. Sometimes they will be talking to you like the whole time, or sometimes like oh, thank you for the Prime sub. But yeah, sometimes they will be talking to you the whole time or whatever, or sometimes in streams with a lot of like chat interaction, they are kind of like talking to you the whole time, you know? So, or you are kind of part of stream. So chat, yeah, that's you, because chat is always part of stream. Next. I hope, let me look at OBS. Oh shit, the chat is covering me up a bit. Hopefully it's not that bad. Let me see something. Might be a bit too late, but I should probably move the chat to like the other corner. Wait, where's OBS? Oh, there it is. OBS right here. Oh my god. Fuck. What the hell? Okay. Fuck, this is so hard. It's so hard to do anything on here. Okay. So what do I want to do again? Oh, thank you for the prawn, BNB. I want to... Oh yeah, move the chat. There's the chat. There it is. We'll move it over here. Fuck. It's like pulling teeth doing anything like without the headset on. Anyway, that's a little better. Games I played this year. Quick reviews, lightning round. I played a lot less games this year than last year because mostly my lack of streams in the first half, you know what, the second half too. I just kind of like had a lack of streams this year. And my shift to mostly art streams in the second half of the year too. Anyway, these are all the games I played this past year in the order that I played them. Zenless Zone Zero. This game kind of sucks. What can I say? I'm not really into gacha games, but the combat in this game doesn't make you think, and it's just kind of a Devil May Cry clone as far as I'm aware. That's all really. What can I really say? I'm not really into like the sort of flow of gacha games or anything like that. I don't really maintain interest in them. I'm not that into gaming, but even so, I'm even less into like gacha games. Games that want you to come back over and over again. Even with like small single player campaigns, I kind of lose interest after. That's why I do a lot of streams where like I play a game once and I never come back to it. Because I feel like unless I really, really like the game, I just like lose interest after the first time I play it. I have a hard time like getting myself to come back to a game. So like gacha games where they just want you to go back to the game over and over and over again? Nah. No, I can't do that. I played Uma Musume recently because that's really popular, and honestly, I don't know if I'll play it again. Especially since that one is just like a menu simulator. No, okay, another problem with Zenless Zone Zero is it was mostly cutscenes. It was just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. It was like a Metal Gear Solid game. It was ridiculous. It's like, where's the gameplay? You want us to like get these for the gameplay, like roll, like do gacha rolls or polls or whatever for characters, but it's like, where's the gameplay that I'll be able to use these characters in? It's so dumb. Anyway, next. Elden Ring. I didn't really like this game. I know everyone loves Elden Ring despite it being hard. They find it to be a formidable challenge, but honestly, I didn't really like this game. I did not like this game. Base video game hater? I don't know. It felt like QWOP. It felt like QWOP where it's like, oh, it feels like if they could, the developers would make it so that every single step you take has to be a manual like step. You have to step with the left leg, then the right leg. You have to manage all your fucking gear to make sure it isn't heavy, like too heavy, shit like that. It was so annoying. It's like, it feels like a game that doesn't, like a feature of it is that it doesn't have quality of life improvements and stuff like that. It gets me so annoyed. And I don't like open world games that much either. Even if they're not empty, even if they're full of stuff to do, I don't like being overwhelmed with a world that's too big, so big I could get lost in it. There are only a few times where I really like that. just too overwhelming. Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. This was a pretty fun game, but I don't have an Xbox, so I was emulating it, and it had a lot of emulation problems that stopped me from playing it. Like, it didn't save very well because Xbox has that like Xbox Live users thing going on, and it like the emulator didn't emulate that functionality very well. It had some graphical glitches, frame rate problems, stuff like that. Sadness consumed me when I saw you weren't having fun with Elden Ring. It happens. I'm sure a lot of people were a bit disappointed. I also thought more people would watch me if I played Elden Ring, and they didn't. People didn't seem to care that much about Elden Ring. Like, what's a game that I could play and a lot of people would see it? I don't know, but it definitely wasn't Elden Ring, if one of those exists. There are a few people who popped in. I remember I stopped playing Elden Ring when my friend told me to go open this chest and it like sent me to the Shadow Realm or something, and he thought it was kind of funny. It's like, it's a rite of passage for like Elden Ring players. They always at some point get to this chest and they're sent to the Shadow Realm and have to find their way out. And I don't want to like get mad at him, you know, especially not on stream or anything, but I was thinking like, dude, you're trying to convince me that this game is awesome and you want me to like it, but if you do that, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna be like, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, if I wanted to pick up the game again, not start from the beginning, but wanted to continue from there, I'd have to find my way out of like the Shadow Realm, and I don't want to do that. Sorry. Anyway, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. It was a good game, but I emulated it and it had a lot of emulation problems. I might actually bring this game back. I might actually start playing this game again because one of my friends has an Xbox One, and I went to my local retro video game store and I bought Rare Replay for 20 bucks. And so I might get my friend's Xbone and start playing it as soon as like next week or something. But as I said before, I'm not particularly super interested in gaming anymore, and games don't really, unless I really vibe with them, I have trouble like really sticking with them. So even though I enjoyed this one and I'm borrowing my friend's Xbox for it, and I technically bought it too, I don't know how much I'll really like it, but I'm gonna give it a try again. Anyway, next. SMTV. I really like this game. I really enjoy the Shin Megami Tensei games. I played like 3 and 4 and stuff like that, and some of the spin-offs, but I didn't finish this one. I got actually pretty close. I could probably finish in like 1 or 2 more streams, but I felt like people just weren't that interested in it. People weren't that interested in it, and it was really hard too. It was a really hard game. I started with it on hard because I was like, I've played the other ones before. Shin Megami Tensei is all about being a really hard game. And then it ended up being really hard, and then I eventually was like, okay, I'll turn the difficulty down to normal. And I did, and I was able to play it a little bit longer, and then it became too hard. Sup, nerds? Nice new model, Toki. Yeah, it's my 2-year anniversary of streaming. It's great to see you, 2 hot guys kissing. I'm going over my year in review. So anyway, this game, it was way too hard. As I said, I turned it from hard to normal mode, and then it was still really hard. I don't know what I'm missing, because I play it generally like the other Shin Megami Tensei games. I feel like I know how to play these games, but like, I'm near the end game of this one. It's really hard. This game, I don't even remember it that well. I didn't play it that much, but it really wasn't that fun. I was not feeling this game. I felt like it was very boring, and I didn't like the combat system. But yeah, I can't say much about it because I didn't play it much. And I don't really want to go back to it. I don't know why people liked it so much. I seem to be the only person who didn't like it. Next. Disillusion ST. I played this game on Halloween, and it was alright. But I feel like it's not a very good stream game, unless you have like an audience that will watch whatever you play. This game didn't go anywhere, or like, okay, this game is basically like LST Dream Emulator. You like wander these really big worlds that have like dithering textures and low polygon count, whatever, and you kind of just wander until something happens. And it's not random. Things don't just randomly happen, but it's really hard to tell what's going on or what the event triggers are, so it's basically random to you. Nothing really makes sense. It's one of those games where if you like things as being really bizarre, it's good, but there's too much nothing that goes on. When you're like streaming, I feel like you constantly want something interesting to happen, and there's too much nothing that happens in this game. But I maybe would be down to play it like myself off stream, especially if I had someone else to play it with me and we could like play it together. Hey, happy 2-year Streamiversary. Thank you, Dimary Dimension. It's great to see you. Do you like my new model? And my VR kit? Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm going over my year in review. Right now, I've mostly like been through most of it, but I'm talking about the games I played. Metaphor is a good story game, but the game isn't for everyone. I haven't met anyone, I haven't seen anyone talk about it who didn't like it. Anyway, Ape Escape 3. This game was really good, but maybe it's just me, but it goes on for a bit too long. Like, I think I only made it through the game halfway, and I spent like 6 hours on it or something, but I'm just like, this game only needs to be like 5 hours long. It's good, and it's not something that I really hate, but it's a bit repetitive. And not only that, but I feel like there's a tutorial like every few levels that like introduces a new ability that you'll only use for the next few levels. So it's one of those games where it's like, it's basically just a never-ending tutorial where it just keeps like introducing new things, but like not like having you do those things the whole game and finding ways to like make them work. Your new model looks so good. Oh, I'm so glad you think that. I've been using it in VR chat a lot too. I got a VR kit like just for this. Sadly, I only have like the controllers for my hands and the headset, but maybe in the future, especially if I really like this VR stuff, maybe in the future I'll get like leg trackers, hip trackers, stuff like that. Anyway, Fashion Dreamer. This game was cool for like an hour or two, but there's not much to do in it. I heard that in earlier games in the series, there's more to do in this game, but there's no real goals or anything. You just sort of like make outfits and like sort of post them online, and you can see other people's outfits and then you can take pictures with it. But there's not really any goals. Also, it ran so bad on Switch. This is one of those games, like I hadn't played Switch for years. I came back to play Fashion Dreamer because it's exclusive, and it's like, this is why I hate the Switch. It reminded me instantly. It did not run well, despite it just being a game with small environments where you like put different clothes on a character. It's like, what the fuck? Bad game. Well, actually, everything considered, I don't hate it. It was alright, I guess. But it definitely wasn't worth like $50. Milk inside of a bag, inside of a milk. Milk outside of a bag of milk. These two games. I like the first one better because I liked how simple it was. This might seem a bit weird because people obviously like the second more since it's more ironed out and there's more stuff in it. But I felt like more was less. I feel like less was more and more was less here. I liked the first one a lot more, despite it being a 15-minute game. I really like the simple art style and the simple story and stuff like that. I feel like the second game, I guess it can be something new, but I feel like the second game kind of lost sight of what it was, or at least what the first game was. Next. The Blob. This game was alright, but again, I don't know, it's just a me problem, but with these like simple like platformer, like single player games and whatnot, it's like I just get tired. Like I get tired of the game really quick. especially since a lot of these games, it's like you've already played this game before with a different skin. Like, I used to be a lot more into gaming when I was younger, and at this point, it's like if you played it enough times, like if you played enough games, I mean, if you played enough games, you kind of get like what they are by this point. Like if you've played enough like first-person shooters, unless there's one that's like really different, you've kind of played them all, stuff like that. Same with this. This game is good, but it didn't really hold my attention. I played it for one stream, and after that, I took a break for a month because it was Christmas. Next, let's see. Marvel Rivals. I don't know. It's like Overwatch. Everyone knows this game. It's alright, I guess. It's not that great. Like, I played it mostly because other people were playing it, especially Moyo. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I also did a collab, like a Marvel Rivals collab with Moyo and a bunch of other people. And that was kind of fun. But I don't think I'd play this game on my own. I did one stream of it, but I'm just like, I don't know if I really care about these kinds of games anymore. I used to be really into stuff like that when I was younger. Just like playing a game for so long that I'd get fairly good at it and just like spending my free time playing the same game over and over. Like I did that with Strive, I guess, a few years ago, but now I feel like I just don't care. I don't know. I think the last time I played Marvel Rivals was like months ago, but I don't hate it. If someone wanted me to play with them, maybe I'd go back and play it. Also, it didn't really run that well. I remember it fucked up some of my stuff. My like 2D model wasn't running very well with the game, stuff like that. Jet Set Radio Future. This game is alright. Again, like, I don't know, I've been thinking about playing it again. But at the same time, it's like, it's just one of those things where I kind of lose. I've always wanted to play that game when I was little, The Blob. It's alright. You can get it on Steam now for like $10. Especially during a sale. That's what I did. It's an alright game, but one of the most interesting things about it is that it's kind of a musical game in a way. Not a rhythm game, but it has a lot of things. It has a focus on music, sort of. It's a jazzy game. And so like Jet Set Radio Future, this game is alright. Or actually it's pretty good, I'd say. I've been thinking about playing it again, but at the same time, like as I said before with the Blob, stuff like that, I just kind of lose interest in video games kind of quickly. I feel like if I can't beat it in one stream, then I just don't care about it anymore. Same with like anime, like, or TV shows. It takes a lot for me to stick with them. Like, I don't want to have to go back to something over and over again. Maybe I should fix that. Maybe I should like force myself to go back to things over and over, but I don't know. But yeah, this game was pretty cool. I like the soundtrack. Everyone loves the soundtrack. It was a bit confusing at some point, but it's a fairly straightforward game. That's basically like grinding and Tony Hawk, but that's kind of the whole game. Next, Peripetia. I actually have quite a bit to say about this game. This game was kind of insulting to me. I felt like this game was so bad, it felt like it insulted my intelligence. And I felt tricked by buying it, kind of. Not like tricked as in like, I didn't know what I was getting into. I kind of did, but I thought it'd be better. But I just felt like I was ripped off, I guess. I felt like I was being made fun of by having bought it and playing it. Because it's basically like the cyberpunk dystopia game that's in early access, but it has like an anime waifu as the main character. But it feels like that's the main draw. And it reminds me of when I was like a teenager and I'd buy almost anything that just like had an anime girl on it. And now I'm just like, oh, am I going back to that? I'll just buy anything and play any game as long as it has an anime like art style. Like this game felt like I don't want to assume how hard or easy it is to make a video game, but this game, it felt like it was like the low effort. It felt like it was really low effort. The maps were gigantic, but they're very empty. And I felt like you could run in the wrong direction for a very long time. The objectives were very confusing. And I felt like a lot of the time, and they were really unclear. And I felt like a lot of the time I would just like I wouldn't know what the objective was, and for the ones that I was able to complete, I would just sort of like I would just sort of accidentally manage to beat them. Like I wouldn't really know what I was doing, but I would just somehow manage to do it. The game isn't very stealthy. There isn't very good sneaking mechanics. There was a lot of bugs. I don't know what they were thinking. And there was only like 5 levels too. And despite that, I couldn't beat it because the maps were so big. It was so unclear and confusing. But it was not good. It felt like it was up its own ass. It was comparing itself to like Deus Ex and stuff like that, when I felt like it didn't really know what makes those games so great. Like this art makes it look cool, but it's really not. I ended the stream, I was like, I feel like I made a fool of myself by playing this game. I'm gonna be completely honest. So yeah, like I didn't refund it. I'm not that dire in need of money, and I don't really refund things that much unless it's gonna actively like hurt me or something. But I feel like if there's any game I would have refunded, it might have been this one. Though I think I played it for too long to refund it too. I think I played it for more than 2 hours. But yeah, bad game. Hated that game. I don't think it's even had enough updates to really like be fixed. I don't think it's still good. Tabletop Simulator. I played this with Skyfer. I want to play this with more people. I feel like it's not only like VR enabled, but there's a lot of like really good games in it and stuff. I feel like there's a lot of like board games that I want to try that I could easily try for free in Tabletop Simulator. There are some board games that have been released officially as a standalone game on Steam and somehow aren't as good as the version people have made for Tabletop Simulator. So yeah, I honestly really want to try it. Let's see. Oh wait, I think, okay. I can't fix this right now, but an idea just struck me. I think I might know. Maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Also, I didn't turn on auto blinking. Oops. Looks a bit weird with me not blinking, right? Anyway. Wait, can I turn around? Oh, I can turn around. Okay. Anyway. Repo. This game is actually a lot of fun. I played it with Muya and like a few other people. And I bought it just for that collab, but honestly, I wouldn't mind playing it like several more times. It was like, I liked how it would start and everyone would just start doing their own thing. And I felt like I could go back to other people's VODs that I played with and see them doing like something completely different, like a completely different game, basically. And I feel like I could get so much more and be like, oh, they were doing that during when I was doing this, and that's why this happened. And it was really interesting to see everyone's perspective. It was a really fun game that it's friend slop. It required a lot of teamwork. Honestly, kudos to Repo. I remember playing it and not expecting much and being like, this is actually really cool. Anyway, Blinks. I actually only played this like 2 months ago. This game was absolute ass. It was all right for the first few like levels, like maybe for the first like 10 levels or something. And then after that, it kind of became torture. And what's crazy is that I saw like reviews for it after. I'm like, what did other people think of this game? And people generally like agreed that it was bad and way too hard and stuff like that. But maybe I'm just small-brained, but people are just like, people are always saying it got harder like way later in the game than I played. I also didn't really understand how a lot of the like time travel, like time mechanics and stuff were supposed to be used. I don't know. But there's a lot of problems with this game. There are a lot. Like for example, you do not get as much money as you should in the game. Like you get a certain amount of credits in the game. Yeah, friend slop. Yeah, you get a certain amount of credits in this game. And like for each level that you beat, every time you beat a level, you get a decent amount of credits, and then you can spend them in a store for like extra lives or upgrades to your gear and stuff like that, but it's never enough money. Feels like you constantly have to grind to get anything worthwhile. So, ass game. It could have been better. It honestly could have been at least, I don't know, they could have easily changed some stuff, like you getting more money for beating levels and stuff, and it could have been better, but not that much better. It never would have been like an award winner, but at least they could have easily, like, if it was like a modern game, they could have easily patched it a few times quickly and made it a bit better. But yeah, this game is ass. I know that I say that I usually have a hard time coming back to games, but I would never even force myself to go back to this one. I might as well just like throw the disc in the garbage or like trade it into video game, like my video game store near me or whatever. Mojica. This game was kind of cool, but I feel like I missed a lot of the context by playing the censored version. Fun streams with person I'm not really a friend with anymore. And I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't really understand the world of this game or what they're really going for. It's a story about bullying, but the whole thing just seems so contrived. And I don't really understand what they're like going for. I really don't. I really don't get it. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to get all the endings. I didn't get to play the uncensored version. I don't know if I will by myself. I might be down to do that with someone else, but then I feel like I would have to do the whole game over again with them. And I don't know if I'd be into that unless I was curious. I hadn't played the game in a long time. But I like literally just played like the first 2 or 3 routes of this game. I don't know if I'd want to do that again just for someone else's sake. They could also, I guess, do that on their own, and then we could play the next few routes, but like with each other. But I don't know. We'd have to see. We'd have to see, I suppose. But yeah, this game also feels neutered if you're playing this like the censored version, which I did. At some point, I was also thinking about blurring the game. Like, if something like came up that obviously wasn't allowed on Twitch, I was thinking like maybe I could just blur it, right? And then I could still like read it and stuff, and maybe censor what I read too if it's too gross or whatever. But I didn't want to risk that. I would have to find some sort of OBS add-on that lets you like blur visual sources and stuff. And I emailed Twitch support about it and said like, would it be okay to play a game that's too inappropriate for Twitch if I like censored it myself with like blur or whatever? And they're just like, they basically sent me an unhelpful reply that basically said like, we can't know for sure, you just have to try it, but you're better safe than sorry. And I was like, I'm not good, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Needy Girl minigame collection. I played this when I was sick, right before Offkai. It wasn't that great. It was like a bunch of like half-finished like prototypes for games, kind of based on Needy Girl Overdose. The only one that I'd say was really, really good. Even the typing one wasn't even part of the whole collection. It was like its standalone game. And that one only had 3 stages. You could beat it in like 15 minutes if you wanted to. Crazy. But it took me a little longer because it was kind of hard. But the only one I'd say was really good was like the visual novel. That one was alright. Not much to say about that. And this is the last one, Overwatch 2. I played this with QNAL right before Offkai, and I think like 2 days before Offkai or something like that, or like 4 days before. It was like within a week before Offkai, and it was alright. This was the first time I played Overwatch. It was the first time I played Overwatch 2. It was the first time I played Overwatch since like 2017 or 2018 or something, and I don't know, it was alright, I guess. I feel like it was too different for me to feel nostalgic over it or really get back into my element. But I'm also just not really into these kinds of games anymore. I felt the same way about like Marvel Rivals, you know? Anyway, free talk. this is the time for me to freely reflect on this last year. Here, let me get my chair. Let me sit on my chair. There we go. How's that? Because I've been standing like this whole time. Okay, so just free talk. I might have to like end the stream after this. I wanted to do more and play more games, like VR games and stuff, but like my headset is dying. My headset is freaking dying. It's at 25%. I thought it being plugged in was supposed to extend its battery life, but it must not be charging properly because it's not really plugged in. Anyway, my feet are like this because I'm sitting down now. But or I guess I could just do the rest of the stream without my headset, without my VR kit. But like, I feel like that was supposed to be like the cool thing about the stream was that I would be doing like, I would be showing off VR. If I just played like a game normally for the rest of it, that wouldn't be that interesting. Either that, or I could end the stream and then I could come back for like anniversary stream part 2, like bunch of VR games. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, free talk. This is the final slide. It's just free talk. So anyway, so I haven't been streaming much this past year, honestly. Oh, you just got here? I'm almost done. But I have a new model. You like my new model? And I have a VR kit. You like my VR kit? It's great to see you. But yeah, I just did sort of my year in review. My year in review presentation. But, let's see. Or you know what I could do? I could disconnect my headset and charge it, and if it charges fairly quickly, then maybe I could just like do something else, or play something, or draw or whatever for like 2 hours, and then play VR games or something. We'll see. But this thing has 25% left. So anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna do the disgusting act of showering. Ew, gross. I actually want to shower. I've been sweating quite a bit. It's really hot in here, and especially with the headset on and everything. Anyway, I've been streaming. It's very cute. Thank you so much. I want to get like leg trackers and hip trackers and stuff too. Maybe in a few months. So anyway, I haven't been streaming as much this year. I was hoping to like ramp up my streaming a lot last July, like right around, I was really optimistic right around my last Streamiversary, and then I lost my job like a few days later, and the job paid decently, but it wasn't very good anyway, but I was still a little like disappointed. But I like, what was I? Oh yeah, I was still very sad, and I also had I had a decent amount of business to attend to at that time. So I stopped streaming as regularly. Like, I think in June, July, stuff like that, August. Or actually, I think despite that, I still tried to ramp up my streaming in August. I was actually making schedules and stuff. But it's hard because, like, one of the reasons I haven't been putting as much, like, energy and effort and stuff into my streams is because, like, I don't get that much viewership. And the thing is that I don't get that much viewership because I don't stream as much. So it's a sort of like catch-22 where it's like, to put effort in, you have to care. But in order to care, you have to get like a lot of viewership. But to get a lot of viewership, you have to put more effort in. And to put more effort in, you need to care by getting more viewership. Yeah. So to break that cycle, you have to either like randomly get a lot of viewership or put in effort despite like not a lot of viewership and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just, I have to admit, it's a little hard for me to care, you know? And I have a bit of like, my confidence hasn't been the best either. I guess this is the part of the stream that's sort of like just a therapy session or something. But I guess you guys should know why I haven't been streaming that much and stuff like that. But I feel like it's like streaming, like a lot of people do, like a lot of like VTubers do it when they're like, or start doing it when they don't have like, when they become unemployed, stuff like that. But now that I've done it for a bit, I feel like I should be streaming when things are good for me, you know, when I have a lot of money, when I have a job, when I have a good social life and stuff like that. Then I can stream as like a treat, and I won't be having my mental drag down, you know. I won't be I won't be doing badly mentally because you know what? Maybe, I don't know. I won't be doing badly mentally because of all these things I'm missing, you know? It's like how a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people with like a lot of game or Riz or whatever will try to get a girlfriend or will get a girlfriend when they're doing badly to pick themselves up. You know what? I'll keep going after the ad break. There's an ad break coming up. 3-minute ad break so that I don't get pre-rolls. 1 second. There we go. I thought I'd set things up like correctly, but I guess not. Okay, so basically I took the headset off and I put it to charge, but I think oh wait. There we go. Now some stuff's coming back. I also need to, I thought I would get this done during the break, but I guess I wasn't fast enough. But basically, I put my headset down to charge since I'm just sort of like talking now. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to, there we go. And let me just change one more thing. The long delay is killing me. Where is the microphone? There it is. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Okay, and then what was it? There we go. There we go. So the hand tracking, okay, maybe I can do the hand tracking too. Let me just set one last thing up. I'm sorry, everyone. Wait a second. No, the hand tracking seems to not be doing anything. Well, I guess no hand tracking for now. But hand tracking usually works with this. I don't know why it's not working right now. Steam VR. Oh, that's why. Okay, hand tracking now. Okay, I've got my hands going. So I still have quite a bit of motion, stuff like that, with this model, even if I'm not using my VR kit. But yeah, anyway, as I was talking about before, what is it? Oh yeah, I can now have a drink of water. As I was talking about before, it can be really hard to care. And I feel like I need a lot of things going well in my life before I can really put my all into like streaming and VTubing. Because if like I don't have a job or a lot of money or like a social life or things like that, and I have like a bad stream, it can just kind of ruin me. Whereas if I have a bad stream and I'm doing well, I can just shrug it off and be like, at least I have a job, a lot of money, at least I'm hanging out with friends, stuff like that. But yeah, it's really hard. It's been really hard because like this whole past year, I've just been sort of like picking myself back up and trying to like do better in other parts of my life and trying to do better in VTubing, but failing because it's just not top priority right now or at that time. It might be now though, because right now, I guess I haven't been doing a lot of chatting streams or whatever, but a bit of a life update, I guess. I have a job and it pays pretty well. Things are going pretty well. I've also said that I'm on disability and that pays like $2,000 a month, but it just got raised by like $200 per month. So like, I'm money maxing now. I've been out of a car because I haven't been able to pay like insurance and registration for like a year, but I should be able to get my car back and running and being able to drive it in like a month or two. And hopefully, like as I said, I should have enough money soon to get like VR trackers for like my feet and hips, and I should be able to what is it? I should be able to go to Offkai next year again, which will be awesome. And maybe other events. I don't know. I should be able to get a lot of money, and that should unlock a lot of things. I feel like my social life is going fairly well too. But yeah, hopefully things should pick up like really soon, honestly. Let me just check my Discord for a second. Oh, Muyu! Oh! Okay, I got a message from Muyu, so let's download this and play it on stream. I was going to open the stream with this, but I guess better late than never, right? Better late than never, right? Wait, when did this get sent? No! This got sent like 10 minutes before stream started. Okay, anyway, let's set this up. Save. And should I put it in the world? Actually, I should swap out the PowerPoint. So here, I have to fuck around with. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, hi. Glasses toggle? Did it work? It didn't work. I guess I gotta test it a bit more, but here's the glasses. This model has glasses and hat that can be toggled. I was hoping I set that up right, but I didn't test it, and apparently it didn't work. I guess I'll have to test that a little more, but thank you. Anyway, here's what I'm looking for. Screen. Message. Wait, I have to, oh, I see. Okay, let's get this running. You know, I used to be, okay, I should also say this. I used to be so scared of scuff on my streams and being like, oh, I can't have a hard time. Everything must go so smoothly. And now it's like, I sort of see the charm of scuff, you know? I see the charm of scuff now. So I'm not that worried. Anyway, here we go. After this scuff, now that the scuff is done, here we go. Wait, I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? Wait, also, this wouldn't... Oh, fuck. You know what I should do? I should just play this... You know what? I'm not gonna play this in the world. I'm just gonna play this on OBS. Because that's so much easier. Wait, don't I just have to do the same thing? No. Wait, kind of. I'm sorry for the scuff, everyone. I'm collapsing. I can't take the scuff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to bring it over from a different scene. There we go. Let's bring it down. There we go. There we go. That's good enough. Wait, that's not... Wait, I can exit the presentation. Yeah, PowerPoint presentation. Okay, where's the video? There it is. There we go. There, we'll just watch it like this. And let's stop the BGM for a second. Where's the BGM? BGM. There it is. Okay, here we go. I still can't hear it. What? Is there no sound to this video? That would be a bummer. No sound? Or what? Headphones. Wait. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. There we go. Okay, from the beginning.
Yay!
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 Hi Toki, hi chat. Hello, hello.
Wait a second. I forgot I was covering myself up. I guess I should do this. There we go. There we go.
Happy 2 years.
2 years.
Streamiversary. 2 years. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Congratulations on your 2nd year of streaming. I hope you have super awesome stream. And I'm sad that I can't be there, but I hope you have a wonderful time anyways. And I'm so excited for your new model.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be so awesome.
It is. I'm sad you couldn't be there
goodbye,
either.
Goodbye. Have an awesome stream. Mama.
I did.
Mama.
There we go. But you know what? The thing is, like, what was I saying? I just noticed that sort of sidetracked my whole talk. But what I was talking about was like, just like, I guess I should also like move it over to here. There we go. Maybe more like this. But like, it's more of a just chatting now. But anyway, I was talking about like confidence and stuff. And like, I don't know. Sometimes this is really hard for me to stream because for some reason I often feel like it's going to be a bad stream, that no one's gonna come. Sometimes I don't get many viewers, but there's never ever been a stream where there was no chat messages at all. So I've actually been pretty blessed. But I don't know, I'm always just feeling like so sorry for myself. And I've heard from several people that this is kind of normal. Can't hear? Can't hear. Can't hear what? I hope you can hear me. You can hear me, right? The whole thing was muted? Well, maybe I'll just post the video later. I'm sorry. Was muted? Was it really? No way. I made sure it wasn't. What do you mean? Surely not, right? Came back from work project. Was that Toki's room? What do you mean? No, no, no. That was a video message from a friend. I was supposed to show at the beginning, but I didn't notice that they had sent it to me. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm just sort of chatting now. I finished my my PowerPoint presentation. Oh yeah, I should bring the BGM back. There we go. Hell yeah. This song is so good. Oh yeah, there's a delay. I'm sorry. This stream is really scuffed, but I hope you all have enjoyed it anyways. I'm done the presentation now, and I'm just like talking. But yeah, it can be hard to get like confidence. And I've heard that this is normal, but it can be really hard for me to start stream. And sometimes I just feel like no one's gonna come and stuff like that. No one's gonna talk. So I don't know. I'll try to do better this year, especially since I have a job now that I don't think I'm gonna lose. I have like I have more money. I'm getting more money, a lot. And I have some pretty cool ideas and stuff. I think if I get like more gear and stuff, I think I might even be able to do like cooking streams and things like that. I'm hoping that I might be able to get more involved in the community and stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. Some days I feel like some days I feel like graduating, you know? Some days I feel like that's it. I should just graduate, you know? But that's what makes me so happy that I've made it this far. I haven't looked at like my my viewer count since the very beginning because I basically had to because I was playing around with shit. And I don't know how many viewers I have right now or throughout the whole stream, but I think what's important to me right now is that I'm doing the stream. Even if there is no one here, it's like the fact that I got up and I set all this up and I was able to talk and stream successfully and things like that. Really, I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy I'm here. I'm able to participate in the VTuber community and things like that, honestly. Being completely honest. I don't know what else to say. I maybe should have prepared more of a script, though I do like sort of the spur of the moment kind of stuff. But man, yeah, what else can I say? I'm really glad for everyone who comes by. I'm really glad for everyone who subbed and Baba who gave a gift sub and stuff like that. I'd love to give gift subs and stuff, but I'm not there just yet in terms of money. Like 10 of them is like $100. I can't do it, not yet. Maybe in a few months or something. But I'd love to give VTubers I'd love to give gift subs to my own community and stuff like that. We'll have to see what happens. I've also made some new friends, like at Off Kai Expo and things like that. And I might do some collabs with them later on and stuff. I've been trying to plan things and stuff like that. I haven't been streaming too much recently. One reason is because of like the confidence part of it all. But another thing is just because I've been like working a lot recently. And even though I work like generally like 5 hours a day, in like some days or whatever, usually I get home and I'm just tired. It's like I could force myself to stream, but at the same time, I could just not stream, and that would feel nice, you know? But another thing is like I wish I was one of those streamers who didn't have to make like a schedule and could just stream whenever. You know, one of those streamers where it's like they just surprise stream all the time. And it's like, well, that would be good. You have to sort of
they've kind of earned it. There's probably a time where they did a lot of heavy lifting or like streamed somewhat frequently or consistently or something. I can't just like stream randomly and hope that people will show up. Though I've been doing that for a bit and it has been going decently, I guess. I guess at any time where I feel like I just stream by surprise and I get like a decent amount of viewers, it's like, hey, at least they showed up, you know? At least they showed up on a whim. I am back. What did I miss? Scuff. There's still like a decent amount of delay, like a minute and a half of delay. And I showed a friend's video, like video message, though it was on mute apparently, there was no sound. I don't know if I want to tinker with it too much. I might just like post it on Twitter afterwards. And my headset is charging. So this is all just like webcam tracking now. But yeah, and I'm talking about streaming confidence and stuff. But yeah, I'm not too into gaming. I wish I had like the money and stuff like that to do like more unique streams, like cooking streams, like hand cam, like Gundam building streams, stuff like that. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'm really happy I have like a 3D model like this now. And I found this program on Steam that's fairly that's fairly cheap. I got in the Steam sale too. It just lets you like pose VRM models. So I can like just like pose this model. I accidentally like I accidentally spoiled it a little at the beginning because I forgot to like take down the source I was testing. But on my starting soon screen, I have a version of it that has this model. Let me find it right here. Pretty cool, right? So yeah, I might use that starting screen on streams where I'm going to use my 3D model. I feel like since it's been 2 years, I might want to get like a new like starting soon screen, BRB screen, things like that. And but I do like these ones. I made them myself and I tried so hard on them. I think they're still really good. Though the starting soon screen was originally gonna have more movement and stuff. But I don't know. Oh yeah, also there are different like Warudo poses, so I can go like this. Is this better? Should we do just chatting like this maybe? There's also this one, like the kneeling. I'll do the side sit. This is kind of sexy, right? I think I'm starting to understand why people say this character is sexy and that they want to rail her, though I didn't get it first. This what's really funny, I think I said this before on another stream, but I made this character at first to be a bit of a loser type, like I guess Tomoko Kuroki from Watamote or whatever. But it's so hard to make like an ugly anime girl without them looking like they just have like deformities. Or it's so hard to make like a loser looking anime girl because anime girls just look pretty. They just look nice. And I feel like if they don't look nice, they're like specifically made to look ugly. So it's really hard to strike a balance. But this character is supposed to look like loser-ish. And I don't know. I guess she's sexy, okay? I guess she's sexy. But yeah, I also want to draw more. I've been forcing myself to draw more and to try to doodle more and things like that. And I feel like overall, I'm kind of getting it back within like, and when I went to Off-Kai Expo, I know I haven't talked about it much, but there were some bad things that happened there. But overall, I feel like the experience just left me with a lot of hope because I just like met so many great people there that I love. Like I enjoyed meeting them so much, and I was like, you know what? I want to do this more. I'm not gonna just graduate. I want to do this a bit more. But one thing I also really want to do is I want to do like creative games, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, stuff like that. Games that give you like a lot of freedom and things like that. Because I don't know, they're just a lot of fun. Of course, for a game to be interesting, it needs to be stimulating, and you need to like find it interesting in some way and stuff like that. But so it might sound like I'm stating the obvious, but I do want to try more like interesting, like creative games. I want to try. I don't know why I didn't have this on the PowerPoint, but I also want to try like 3D modeling. I want to try like 3D modeling, even though it's so hard, and even though like I don't understand Blender at all. If I could make my own 3D model, that could be pretty cool. I might really like that. And then rigging it too, it would take like a lot of effort, but I'm sure if I can learn, I would be up for it. I need a drink. My mouth is drying out. And I was getting like really nervous. I was getting really nervous about this stream before it started. So I'm glad it generally went well, despite like the huge delay, like the 1 or 2 minute delay, and the like sort of scuff at the beginning and kind of throughout too. I'm glad it generally went well. I'm glad I was generally able to do my PowerPoint and everything. And so, yeah. How charged is my headset? Because I don't know how many more topics I have to talk about. Does anyone have anything they'd like me to talk about? Does anyone have any questions? I think I've been charging my headset for about a half hour, and it was at about 20% when I put it on the charger. So if it charged about 1% per minute, which I don't know if it'll do that, but if it does, then it'd be about 50% now or something. But yeah. Maybe I'll have to look into it not charging very well. But yeah, the VR kit, I have a Meta, I posted this on Twitter, but I have a Meta Quest 3S, and it's pretty good. I've been enjoying VR chat recently quite a bit, honestly. And what else? I've tried a few VR games, but honestly, I've been saving a lot of VR games for stream. Google Earth VR, that could be really good. I don't know if you guys, the PowerPoint, yeah, been a fun stream. PowerPoint was a cool touch. Did I have one last year? I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, if I didn't, I basically did a similar thing just without a PowerPoint. I basically did a year in review. But I'm glad you guys like the PowerPoint because I felt it was kind of basic. When I was in like high school, middle school, everyone would do a PowerPoint. And then they basically just read all the slides. But I'm glad you guys liked it. And I'm glad I put so much stuff into it. I'm thinking about like sort of any goals that I didn't achieve. I would bring it to the next year and stuff like that. I try to make new goals for myself every year. What are your opinions? PNG tubers or PNG VTubers and Flesh tubers? I've talked about this before. Okay, so first of all, PNG tubers. When I first started VTubing, I was just like, VTuber, like, no, PNG tubers aren't real VTubers and stuff like that because it didn't really move and stuff. Now, to be honest, I kind of still think the same, but if I think that way, I'm no fun. And if I think that way, I have to like think to myself, like, why am I saying that? It does nothing except to ruin other people's fun. But like PNGs really don't move as much. Like it's not something that you pilot. You don't pilot a PNG, you know. That's sort of my logic, and what kind of separates PNG tubers from like 3D VTuber models and 2D VTuber models is that you can't really pilot. A PNG generally just turns on and off whether you're talking or not. I've heard some people say like, oh, I like my PNG tuber like model, like my PNG a lot more than my like Live 2D model. And I can get that. They did cite like, oh, it was easier to make outfits for it and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just like a picture. And if you find like piloting your like VTuber model too much of a bother, then it's like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like, that's your job. That's your job as a VTuber. Like, part of it is like piloting your model. What is it? Flesh tubers? There's nothing wrong with them. Unless they're like, actually, okay. I do like watching female VTubers, but when it comes to like male VTubers, I don't like them as much. Most of, like, I do watch male streamers, but most of them are flesh tubers. Like, I used to watch Sayjam, I like Coney, fuck, I'm kind of forgetting others, but I feel like Coney is the main, oh yeah, Leslie Tanner, I like Leslie Tanner, stuff like that. But I feel like one of the reasons I like male, like, flesh tubers over VTubers is because I do like the cute aesthetic. Or, I don't know, I just don't like look at, like, guys, I don't know. A lot of guys, if they just look like a guy, it's not that interesting to me. Maybe like, it's not the fact that they're a guy, because I watch male flesh tubers, but I guess it's the fact that they're like a guy, and I just don't really like the way anime guys look most of the time or something. If the male VTuber has like a girly enough model, I'll like him, but like, I don't know. I just don't like most like male character designs, I guess. There are some that are good. I like Lord Aethelstan, stuff like that, but I don't know. Most of them I don't really care for. I'd like sooner watch like a creature VTuber than a male VTuber. That being like a VTuber model that is like an animal, like a cat or something. Male VTubers watch male VTubers, and that's about it. I've had some female viewers. But I don't know whether to count myself as a male VTuber or not, because in this conversation, what I'm referring to as a male VTuber is like a VTuber that is like a masculine model and is generally male IRL, though I guess this could count as females that have a masculine model too. But yeah, I don't really know if I count as like a male VTuber or not. I like to count myself as a female one, but I was like, am I? I don't know. I don't know. But let me have a drink of water again. But like flesh tubers, another thing about them is that there's nothing wrong with flesh tubers, but VTubers that flesh tube sometimes, honestly, again, this is something that I'm not really allowed to think, or else I'm no fun, but I would feel kind of betrayed. I would be like, you're not supposed to be a flesh tuber. Come on. You're supposed to have a virtual avatar, and you're supposed to be like representing yourself like that and stuff. Like some examples are Lord Aethelstan, K9 Kuro, Juniper, I guess. Stuff like that. But now, I don't know, I just can't be bothered to care. Like, you ever see like Twitter drama and shit like that? Like, this person said this and this, whatever, right? Like, I used to care that much about that kind of, or I used to care a lot about that kind of stuff. But now, like when I was younger, but now I just can't be bothered to care about things. I just can't. I can't be bothered to be a hater. Being a hater takes energy. But being a lover, loving things, feeling enthusiastic about things, it doesn't take energy, it gives energy. I don't have to like, like hating things, it makes me feel like shit, even though it can be a little exciting sometimes. But liking something, it makes me feel good. I don't know. It might just feel like I'm forcing that, but it's true. It's really true. Male presenting VTuber or male presenter with female model is the same. People click off it, is what it is. Is that why I'm not popular? That can't be it. Do I need a voice changer? I have voice mod. Should I just be like voice modding every stream now? Honestly, I don't believe it. Because, like, okay, you know what? You're Mazoku. Why am I not looking at who's saying these messages? You're super cynical, bro. You're cylindrical. I know you are. I know male VTubers that have a decent amount of views, and you know what? I'm one of them. Sometimes, I've had streams recently where I've had like 8 viewers, and I don't know, I guess in my head that's a lot, but still. And there's been times on special occasions where I've gotten to like 20 viewers and stuff. It happens. You think it doesn't happen? Come on, man. Don't be cylindrical. Bring on the positive energy? I've gotta, okay? There are male VTubers, and even if they're female presenting, and people do watch them. People do watch them. I gotta take a drink. But yeah, I used to not like PNG tubers, and I used to think that PNG tubers aren't real VTubers. Now it doesn't matter if I think that or not. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna stop myself from thinking that. It's not a good thing to think. And I don't mind flesh tubers, but I used to feel a bit betrayed when VTuber would flesh tube, but now I don't care. In fact, before I got this 3D model, because I got this 3D model like sort of on a whim, like sort of what is it? There's a word that I'm thinking of. I can't remember it, but what it means is like out of nowhere. I got this model sort of like out of nowhere, and the artist was like really fast. He made it within like a couple of days. And but before this, before I got my 3D model, I was planning my anniversary stream, and it was originally going to be flesh tubing. It was originally going to be, I put on all my cosplay from like that I put on my birthday and posted a bunch of pictures of, and that I went to Off-Kai with and stuff like that. Happy 2 years. Thank you, Milo. What is it? I was going to do a flesh tubing stream where I cosplayed, and it was going to be like face cam. And I guess I could do that another time. Though, honestly, all the cosplay, it takes quite a bit to get on. Especially the makeup. The makeup is like the time-consuming part. When people click on a female model as a deep voice, it throws me off. Really? People say I have a good voice, and it's not like the deepest or anything. But as I said, I'm sort of turned off by like male presenting models, I guess. But there are some like, let's just say, I think some of them like identify as female, so, or trans or whatever. So I'm just going to be careful and say biological males with female presenting models or whatever that I've actually really liked, even though their voice is obviously masculine. It's like I enjoy these VTubers. I don't click off. I don't. You know? Renee M. I love Renee M. Okay? I do. And fuck, I'm trying to think of others. But Vectroid? I'll fucking watch a Vectroid stream. I fucking love Vectroid streams. I love Vectroid streams so much that when Twitch announced that they would be taking away like highlights, and Vectroid was one of the people that would like highlight whole streams, I was like, what's gonna happen to the Vectroid streams? What's gonna happen to Vectroid's VODs? And honestly, I don't know what happened to them, but I'm just happy that Vectroid is streaming again, because that was at a time when Vectroid wasn't streaming. So and hadn't streamed for a while, so all I had for those streams was the VODs. VODs that were completely highlighted on Twitch that were about to go. I mean, like me when I had a female model. But you had viewers. You had viewers. People would watch you play Strive. You have like 350 followers, bro. People watched you at some point. Come on. And people are watching me right now. People are watching me right this second. So there you go. There's your fucking answer, kids. What battery percentage is my headset at? Okay, I'm kind of wondering, and there might be people who come to my stream late, because I think as I said, a lot of people were busy today, even though I moved the stream today because I thought people wouldn't be busy. But I think some people might come in late. So I kind of want to extend the stream as much as I can until I actually get like completely tired. So like when my headset, I can keep talking a bit more, but when this headset is like charged again, what game should I play? I have quite a few games. I have quite a few VR games. Let me see for a second. I have Google Earth VR. You might laugh at me for that, but this game is actually, I don't know if I can call it a game, but this is actually pretty sick. I actually really like Google Earth VR. Also, I don't know how well these will run. I hope they run well while streaming. I've Galgun 2. I'm a bit worried about this game because I tried it before and it seemed to crash on startup, at least in VR, when like started up in VR mode. I have Beat Saber, Ballistic NG. This is like partial VR kind of. Let's see. I have a demo for a game called Sushi Ben. I know it's just a demo, but this actually looks kind of sick. VR chat. I'm a bit worried about this because someone could just say the N-word randomly and whatnot. There's a lot of inappropriate things in VR chat, so I honestly don't know if I should be playing that on stream unless it's in a curated environment. And I have Trover Saves the Universe, which I feel like I bought this game generally for stream. Like this looks like it's like a fun sort of single player campaign. It used to be VR exclusive, but I guess later on they reworked it to not require VR. But yeah, I also have the Rec Room, the Lab, but I don't think I'm gonna want to play those. I have an 18 plus game that I'm obviously not gonna play. I have Blocks. Blocks is like a 3D modeling, sort of like a basic sort of 3D modeling program. But yeah. Here, let me take a break for a second. I'm going to take a look at the headset and see what the battery percentage is like. Okay. It seems to be a bit over halfway or something. I'd say about like 60%. So maybe I'll talk for a bit longer. Does anyone have anything they want me to talk about? Any questions? Anything like that? What time is it? The stream has been going for almost 3 hours. Maybe, you know what I'll do? Another ad break is coming up in about 10 minutes. I think I'll talk for another 10 minutes and then I'll switch to VR, even if it's not like fully charged. You sound excited for Google Earth? Let's check that out. Okay. I would love to like go around in like the city I live in and sort of like my neighborhoods and stuff and show people, but that would be doxing myself. So that kind of sucks. It's a great idea in theory, but in practice, it's like, no, you can't do that, you know? Unless you're completely ready for like the things that could come from it. But another thing that you could do is you can go to Japan and you can basically just like wander around in Street View and stuff. And the VR is surprisingly immersive. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm actually there, you know? But yeah, I did wander around. I wish like I know that like Google Earth VR has not been like updated in a long time, and it probably doesn't need much like content updates or anything. Probably just bug fixes every once in a while. But I wish they could add time traveling, and I wish they could add like more immersive movement options too. Because in Google Earth VR Street View, you still just like move by clicking the arrows down the street. The water spray? Why did that happen? I know that there's like a spray money, or no, spray stretch. Ah, thank you. Congrats on 2 years, you too. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I haven't been talking to you much. We used to be such good friends, but I'll try to get on that. I haven't been streaming much either, and I've talked about it, the stream, confidence, things like that. But honestly, I should talk to you one-on-one at some point. I haven't heard from you in forever. Sometimes time just passes, and at some point you think, I haven't talked to this person forever, you know? And it's like neither person's fault. But I'm so happy to see you. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you here again. And yeah, what that was is that, oh yeah, do you like my 3D model? I had a VR kit with like head tracking and actual like hand tracking earlier, but I put it down to charge because it only has like 2 hours of battery life. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your qualifications for VTubing? Fuck, in 5 years, if I haven't graduated up, I see myself with like a CCV of at least 20. My favorite part of my Japan trip was Inari Mountain, actually. Never heard of that one, though I'm sure there are a lot of mountains there. If you see me doing this, by the way, it's because I'm playing with my hair. But I guess the tracking, like my hair is actually here on my model, so the tracking isn't completely accurate. And if you see my arm fly up like that or whatever, that's just the webcam not being very good at noticing where my hand is. It's like fake seeing my left hand. Also, I just forgot about the delay. I'm sorry. Crimson Clover Blossom, there's a huge delay by like 1 or 2 minutes. Like, I could say like the word now, and you will hear me say the word now in like a minute or two. It's so behind. And that's because like, if your computer is chugging, it can create a delay. And my computer was like chugging at the very beginning of the stream. Now it's all right. Now I sorted all that stuff out, but the delay is gonna be there until like the stream ends. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I have a VR kit. I'm waiting for my VR kit to charge right now, but I'm like, I'm going to play some VR games in a bit, and I'm having a good stream so far. It's so great to see people come by, new and old and everything. There could have been a few things that could have made the stream better, but overall, it's doing good. It's good. I'm glad to see you here. Kind of waiting for the delay to catch up. I'm glad you think my 3D model is so adorable. I'm seeing that people on Twitter are liking it. People on Twitter are enjoying it. Got 7 likes so far. And the artist retweeted it, of course. But yeah, oh yeah, another thing is that when you redeem Sippy, it sprayed water at me. I do have a water spray function. It sprays from a random direction, and sometimes it misses me because of that. But for some reason, like, there should be a redeem that's like called water spray. But it happened when you redeemed Sippy for some reason. So let me just test it for a second. Because something else is supposed to happen when you redeem Sippy. Okay, Sippy sprays water for some reason. I guess I'll have to fix that. Let me try water spray. If it's there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and water spray also does it. I don't know then. But Sippy is supposed to do this. It's supposed to throw like a can of Monster at me. Find out relaxing, so I usually just lurk. I'm glad you're here anyway. I did talk today because I basically did, like, today I did a year in review and talked about my thoughts on like streaming recently and stuff. And the reason I changed from the reason I mostly do art streams now is mostly just because like there's more benefit to it. I enjoy drawing. I have a new picture or whatever I made by the end of it. Thank you for the water spray. But yeah, and I should fix my redeems. Anyway, I'm more comfortable if I'm not gonna have a big audience or a lot of people watching. I'm more comfortable doing art than gaming. I have a picture after which I can show someone. I can post on Twitter, or I could draw someone else and they'd really like it. You have like a finished product after. And also I can just, it's easier to use as like a just chatting stream, things like that. And so I've been a big arter recently. I've been doing almost exclusively art streams, unless it's like a collab or something. So I might be doing more art streams in the future, but I might try to get back into gaming. We'll have to see. The whole point of my like talk today was go easy on me. Go easy on me because I want to stream more, but I also have like a sort of wishy-washy relationship with it. You know? Anyway, ad break starts in about 5 minutes. Oh my god, but I can never like line up because of the delay. It's hard to like line up the BRB screen and the ad. Let me see if I can math it out. I'm so bad at math. So there's a delay, so me in real life is happening, and then like after 2 minutes, whatever I did happens on stream. So I have to start the BRB break like a minute and a half after a minute and a half, or 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes. So when it says like 2 minutes left until the ad, that's when I start the BRB screen. And then when there's 2 minutes left at the ad break, that's when I can stop the BRB. Oh, what a hassle. Okay, so I guess I'll do Google Earth VR. Just 1 second. Do you guys know this background music, by the way? It's been getting a bit of attention recently. I found it in my YouTube recommendations. It's called Lease by Takeshi Abo. And it's a really nice sounding song. It was the BGM in like a dating sim or something for like PS2 back in like 2002. But I can't help but to think of other things when I hear it. Like, it's just so serene. It's like so relaxing. I love this song so much. Okay, one more minute until BRB. I hope you're all having fun in the stream. I'm going to I'm going to start a game after the BRB. And hopefully y'all will find that fun. I'm also pretty hungry. I'm gonna have to make sure to have a good snack or a good meal after the stream. What really sucks is that, like, I'm good. I would love to have dinner, but oftentimes if I do a stream in the evening, it's hard to cook dinner for myself. And so, like, I feel like I just have to, like, starve or get or get something to take out, which I don't want. I want to cook homemade food. Anyway, BRB. Okay, one second. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. I assure you. Google Earth VR. Okay. Main game. Here we go. And we made it.
Oh shit. Why is it taking so long to load? Wait.
I also need to... Shit. First time setup, okay? First time setup. It's gonna be scuffed. There we go.
Now I've got myself in the corner. 47%, 48%. Stay with me for a second here. There we go. Wait, welcome to her. No. Skip intro. I don't know why it's acting like this the first time I've played this.
Okay.
Drag the earth? No. I can just like choose one of these to go to, right? Ah, shit. My computer is having a bit of trouble with Japan. Let's walk around Japan. Let me see something for a second. There we go. Oh no! Resume. What is going on? Do I have to like... Am I gonna have to like restart? Happy birthday, by the way? Hey! Thank you! It's great to see you. Okay, I think Google Earth is fucking up. Majorly. I hope most Steam VR games are going to be this way. Okay. Resume. Oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. I think the game was paused and I realized it. Japan. There we go. Also, it's not my birthday. It's my anniversary.
Wait,
Wait, this is like a mountain, right? Where am I? Where's the interesting part, Chan? Come on. Nagano. Ueda.
What the heck does that say?
Is that the N-word?
No way. We gotta get that off the screen as quickly as possible.
Oh, there it is again. You did not see that. Hearing echo? Oh shit! You're right.
I'm sorry. I know what that. I know what that's from. Shit.
Wait, what? Oh. There we go. Sorry about that. Lots of scuff. This is my first time playing or streaming in VR with a 3D model. Wait, what the hell? Where's Tokyo? Tokyo further? Oh, there it is. Near the course. Let's go further in. Okay. Wait. How do I do this again? What? Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, let's try this again. I don't remember it being this hard. I used it before. Japan. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. No, I don't want this. Does this just take me? Why? Why does it do that? I thought that was how you got street. I would, or at least that's how I did before. Wait, why are my eyes closed? Is it trying to like... Okay, let me see. Oh, I see. There we go. Huh? Oh, I see. Okay, I might need to do something quickly. I might need to recalibrate. Maybe I'll just have... Wait a second. There we go. That's why I need it. Now my eyes aren't closed. Still figuring this out. Okay. Let's go to Tokyo. Street view, please. No. Tilt Earth down, drag, fly, rotate, menu. Okay. Safe place. Okay. How do I get Street View again? I don't get it. Menu. Okay, let's do the tutorial. Let's do the tutorial again. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary. Yeah, you too. Learn how to explore. Drag the earth, got it. Fly towards the earth, got it. Place the earth beneath you. Like this. Okay. Place the earth in front of you. Got it. Open the menu to visit a featured place. Okay. Change the time of day. Drag the sky with the trigger. What? You can do that? You can. What the heck? Save a place. Okay. Is that all? Tutorial complete. No. No, it ain't. Street view unavailable. At least it's getting me. Oh, I think I know. I think you have to like. Street view unavailable. Let's go back to Japan. I think I might know how to do street view now. Search. Japan. I think you have to make it so that the world is under you. Wait, where's Tokyo? Tokyo. There's Saitama. Tokyo. There we are. Like this. There we go. Now it's street view. Well, it's not letting us. Surely we can do street view here, right? Come on. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Why won't it let me go street view? What the fuck? If I can't do street view, this is not as fun as I thought it would be. Street view unavailable. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now here's the real. Ah. I've never actually been to Japan yet, but if I keep, let me talk about Japan a bit. If I keep with my job and getting good money and stuff, yep. With it, I feel like a lot of things that are good about Japan so much, like a decade, 2 decades ago, things like that are kind of leaving. A lot of the things that make Japan special are as like Akihabara. Currently, Akihabara is not as great, and I've seen that a lot of arcades close. Like the Sega one that's been around for like 30 years now is going, and isn't that crazy? Well, like, what am I gonna want to go to Japan for? It is nice to just like go around a place that you've never been before and sort of just like walk around and explore. But like, I don't know. There's just not gonna be that much left. once I get there. It would have been so much better to go when I was so much younger. Where am I going? I would love to just like go to Japan or really any place that I've never been to before and just walk around. Just completely like walk around. Just walk around and not know where I'm going. When I sometimes I have trouble sleeping, but I rarely have trouble sleeping when I'm at somewhere. Nice model. Hey, Spice Fudge, I haven't seen you in forever. It's my 2-year anniversary. I'm doing VR and I'm doing 3D model. This is showing up properly. Yeah, it is. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Of course, I know that from what I've gathered on Twitter, your life hasn't been that great all the time, so I'm not going to bother you and be like, hey, you want to talk? Want to keep being friends? Stuff like that. But I'll let you come on your own, and I'm glad you did. I hope you can have fun. Right now, I'm doing Google Earth VR, and we're just walking around Japan. I've never been to before. But I guess this could be kind of like my first time. Now, couldn't it? I'm having a very good stream. But this headset doesn't have very good battery life. So I might have to like go in between VR, not VR. VR, not VR. Oh yeah, also there's a huge delay. I should probably just put that text up on screen, but now it's a bit too late. But yeah, there's a delay of like 2 minutes. It'll probably be there the whole stream. Oh shit. Oh, thank you for the spray water redeem. Actually, I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna get mad at you or anything, but things got a lot laggier for me when you did that. But it's nice to see you. Say hello. Hello there. Okay, I need to, because I feel like it's a little sorry, Oh, do you mean like recently? Oh, that's fine. Okay, I think the lag has finally resolved itself. Okay. Maybe. It's at least gotten a little better. Okay. But yeah, I'm so glad that so many people are showing up today. What's this place? It's all blurred out. There's a bunch of it's blurred out. Okay, I think I might need to turn my headset off and back on again. It helped a little bit. I don't think, honestly, it's my computer. I feel like it's the headset's connection to my computer or something, even though I'm right beside it. Maybe it's not completely taking advantage of the cable. Could be delay. Oh yeah, I could. But yeah, if you look at like Google Earth VR is like smooth on stream and everything, or I think it's pretty smooth. But in my goggles, it's like fucking crazy all over the place. Like a huge. So I'm glad it's at least like watchable for you guys, but not so much for me. Anyways, okay, there we go. And pin. And now back to what around Japan. I feel like my eyes are being assaulted right now. But yeah, I'm glad at the very least that it's not like that on stream for the viewers, because that would be a disaster. I can take it as long as the people watching get a decent experience. But next stream, next VR stream, which will actually probably be tomorrow, I'll try to make sure all this stuff works really well. At least better than today, hopefully. What the heck? Ah, there we go. Oh shit, now I feel like shit's really going down. Okay. I love looking at all these apartment buildings. Downtown in my city, in like the metropolitan area or whatever they call it, there's a lot of like huge skyscrapers that look almost like they're made of glass. And I think they're so beautiful, even though a lot of people would probably say they're shit and they're like modern design or whatever. I think they're so beautiful. And like this building right here, like this. This is like kind of one of them. Or actually I have to get a bit closer. You know, I had this dream last night. I was too tired, so I didn't really say it to anyone, but I still remember. I had a dream last night, and there's this girl I met, and I was like hanging out with her, and she had this pet, and her pet was basically just this huge swarm of mosquitoes. And every once in a while, there's this one or two that I could pick out from the swarm of mosquitoes that was like really like noticeably bigger than the others, and it was kind of gross. And if we found one in the swarm that was a lot bigger than others, well, we deal with it when we got there. We would like take it out of the swarm and we'd like smack it. Oh, I need to do something. Wait. Okay, let me do something. Oh! Hey, I fixed my leg. Holy shit. I can see, and it's not hurting my eyes and everything. Okay, now we're playing Google Maps. Hell fucking yeah. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Look at all these people. They're gone. They're gone now. Look at this person walking with an umbrella out in the sun, looking at their phone. All right. Come on. My hands are really shaky, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Why can't I? Okay, I guess it just took a bit. It's moving forward, right? It keeps making the moving forward sound, but it's not moving forward. I feel like I have to spam it. But that might just be lag that's like not as obvious. I love how like the Google Maps car seemingly like consistently captured this car that's in front of me. Like every time I go back, it's there. What the heck? I look like some sort of pit in the ground for a second. Let's go over here. There we go. I'd say the stream went pretty well. I'm really happy about that. Honestly. I'm really happy about the stream. I feel so loved. I feel so loved. Indoor go. Now we're getting to the part where there's some stores and not just residential and office buildings. Oh, it's indoor golf. I see. Funny. Anyone here seen Eden of the East, by the way? Good anime. Good anime. Where are these arrows? Are those actually on the... Oh, they are. I wonder what they're... Oh, there's vending machines. There's vending machines all over the place, apparently. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. I want to get closer. Another thing I wish this had is I wish it had the ability to zoom in. Because you can't zoom in. As you may notice. Oh, there's some office worker on their break. Look at their phone. I think it'd be cool to be here for real one day. Sometimes it's neat to see where all the roads go and just explore every alley stuff. Honestly. I'm being Pocahontas here. Huh. I'm trying to see the battery life, or the battery percentage. But everything is so like finicky right now. I just can't. Jose University. $24-hour parking. Only like $30. Wait, what is that? That red box. What the heck? Stretched out blurry car. I don't know what this could be. There's a bike with 2 baskets on it. I want a bike. I hope soon I'll have enough money for a bike. Because the last time I had a bike was in high school. It got stolen. I remember going to the library, and I forget if I locked it up or not. Because it's one of those things where so many times you forget each individual time you do it. And when I came outside the library, it was gone. Whether it was locked up or not, if it was locked up, someone had bolt cutters or something, I guess. And I remember walking out the library and looking at where I'd put it. It wasn't there anymore. And I just sort of looked down in sort of like sadness. But I didn't have any huge reaction to it. I was just like, damn. I just thought to myself, damn, you know? But I'd love to have another bike again. Look at all those people. It's suddenly fall. Where do the seasons go? Look at those people. Like there's a like stretched out pair of legs there. How am I supposed to go this way? There's no arrow. Can I just not go this way? I think I found a clickable spot. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What time is it right now? I do not know. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll play this for another 20 minutes until the next lunch break. Or no, not lunch break, ad break. It can be a lunch break if you want. But until the next ad break, so in like 20 minutes. And then I can swap to something else. And I can charge it a little during the ad break. I love how there's music too. Google Earth has its own, and it's really good. I want to see the prices on them. This looks like just like a Donburi sushi place or whatever, but I can assure you the prices are really good. You can see right here, like that, 650 yen. That's already a good deal. You can't find anything for like $6 in America. See, look at like $3. $3 for you can't find something for $3 in America, unless it's like something that barely counts as food, like one chicken ranch wrap. That's a snack. That's not a meal. Okay. Bus. It's gone. The bus is gone. There's another red box. What are these? Oh, they're mailboxes. Or at least this one is. I don't know about the last. Maybe that was something else. I love how many people are walking around. Boss vending machine. I've had Boss coffee before. It's pretty good. It's all right if you like coffee. I don't like coffee, so I don't have many thoughts on it. I was just trying to read that sign. Is this like... What is that car doing? Is this like a dealership or something? Or a car rental place? Parking. This is literally just like a parking lot. I guess they have like little elevators or something. I don't see how you'd get that one down without crushing the one below it or something. I guess I'd have to see how, like, look into how these parking garages work. Let's go. Let's go. 7-Eleven. Hey. Looking good. I want to go to a Japanese 7-Eleven. I heard they're really good. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Is that like a cat thing? Mascot? Office mascot, maybe? Oh my god, these buildings look so cute. I love this kind of architecture. I love it. Maybe I should sit down for this, huh? So I'm closer to the mic? Or actually, no. I changed the mic to be the one on the headset, so that's no worry. Can I not go further down this alleyway? Oh, there we go. Neat car. It's like a buggy. Okay, so I think what the plan is for the stream, everyone who's here still, I don't know who's here still. I've never known who's here except for the people who've shown themselves in chat. But anyone who's here, this is the plan for the stream, I think. I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to... Wait, what time is it right now? Oh, it's 15 minutes until the next ad break. I think I'm going to be walking around Japan in Google Map or Google Earth VR for the next 15 minutes. And then we'll go to ad break. And then after the ad break, I'll play something else for an hour or an hour or so. And then I'm getting pretty hungry. It's been a fairly long stream. I think it's going on like 4 hours or something. And so I think after that, it'll be about a 5-hour stream. And I think I'll call it a day. And I'll be doing VR chat tomorrow. I'll always be like, I'll probably be doing a lot of VR streams in the next while because I'm having a lot of fun with VR. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go. That's a nap. I'm gonna do this until the next break. And then during the ad, what's my battery? It's still 1%. It's been like an hour. I don't know. I know that it works, but it seems to be going fast and forth. So maybe enough battery to be for the rest of the stream. I'm going through this. I'd love to walk around. It might be really talk call event. You're hoping to make a lot of new friends. Wait, yeah. Is that like a little kid? Probably. Okay, that's fine. Is this a corner? I'll create. Oh, this is like pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it's a drugstore. All of them. It would be really cool to ride like people on things like that, but I can do that with modified. Even then, it can be kind of hard. There's balancing stuff you have to do with a real rather motor. Oh yeah, I plugged in my motor. That's free, so I might look at that. Okay. Maybe I'll make the ad break a just kind of look up this model is that. Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay. Thankfully, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I think I'm going to have to cut the stream short. I'm really sorry, everyone. I really should have, like, restarted my computer before this just to iron out any possible, like, problems or anything like that. The delay is still there, isn't it? How far is the delay? Okay, maybe I should write in the chat. There we go. I'm sorry everyone. But I'm here. You're here. I'm finishing up. Forgot the date. Holy shit. This must be like a pretty legendary. Okay, so anyway, let me see. Okay, let's see what the stream is like. Oh yeah, it's pretty backed up. I'm like, okay. I'll like get to the ending screen. I'll like get to the ending screen and then I'll there we go. Let's see who I can raid. You know what? I think I'm going to raid Vectroid. Because Vectroid, I actually really like Vectroid.
Okay. Slash raid. But what is it? Vectroid Live? How many viewers do I have? 5? Oh well, let's raid. Thank you all for coming.